Yo, 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 yo. We're trying to see what's up, what's going on with my live today. Hold on, guys. What the hell is going on? What's going on with my live? All right, look like we Gucci now. Look like we Gucci now. Everybody got to come on over to the other side. Everybody got to come on over to the other side. That's what it's going to be. Hey, drumming for life. Yeah, it looked like I was having difficulties. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Looked like I was just having difficulty. For some reason, when I turned on the StreamYard, it wouldn't show my face or anything. So that's what it was. You know what I mean? Shout out to Old Dirty Boxing, man. So that's what it was, fam. We back on point. Now, I had to end that live and start another one. I literally had to end that live and start another one. You know what I mean? That's what I had to do. So let me put this thumbnail back on there. Let me put this thumbnail back on there. So everybody know. Okay, cool. All right, everybody knows. So we got that on there. I just want to put the thumbnail back on there and I'll go back and edit everything and do what I need to do for the rest of it later on today. We'll say that. We'll say that right there. Yeah, man. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what the hell happened. It was just some kind of technical difficulties. Basically, I do the same thing that I normally do, but for some reason, the StreamYard wasn't reading anything. And I couldn't even see my face. So I'm like, damn, I can't even see my face on it. So what I did was I switched over and looked at the chat to see was anybody there. I did see everybody that was there, but you know, it is what it is. So we got to reset it all over again. That's what I had to do. I had to reset it all over again. But it looked like we Gucci right now. Everybody give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. I'm not even sharing this on look like we Gucci right now. Hold on. All right, cool. Cool. We good. We Gucci. We Gucci right now. We Gucci right now. Okay, cool. Sorry about that, guys. A little technical difficulties. Let's give everybody a round of applause who's here. Sorry for the technical difficulties. Yeah, man. But we back on point though. We back on point now. We back on point. You know, maybe it was a conspiracy against the old boy. Come on, son. What's going on, fam? Manny G, what the lick read? What's going on, fam? Anna Lee, salute, sis. Salute. Shout out to Anna Lee. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and move this. Let me move this doggone Let me move this overlay. Move the overlay. I don't like the overlay. I'm about to make another one. Shout out to Renard. Renard, what's going on, fam? Drumming for life. Jaguar Black, what's going on, fam? Ruben Gutierrez, what's happening? What's happening, bro? What else we got? What else we got in the building? Come on, son, said YouTube hate. Hey, bro, literally, all I did was just, all it is, once you set the show up, you just hit one button and you come on the show. I did the same thing I normally do, hit the button, but it wasn't reading any of the data. It was not sharing. Like I normally simulcast on 4 different social media platforms. It wasn't showing on neither of the platforms. None of them. Literally. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Oh, Daddy Boxing. Shout out. What you say? You say, for once I'm catching the live. For once I'm not late. Yeah, man. No, yeah, man. No, what it is, we was having some technical difficulties, but it is what it is. Cage, shout out to Cage. Cage said, what's am? He said, what's am? He said, what he said, what's am, coach? Dallas, Texas, fucks with you. Yeah, I appreciate that, Cage. Cage, I appreciate that. I won't say everybody in Dallas, Texas fuck with me, but I get you. I fucks with you though. Really though. It ain't, you know what I mean? Shout out to Nelly. Nelly, what's going on, fam? But anyway, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this show. Hey, this is gonna be a good one, boy. This is gonna be a good one. This is gonna be a good one, boy. Goddamn big Rollo. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't take this shit serious. I don't take this serious, right? Anything that come out of Big Rollo, mouth, right? Because I'm the one named him Big Rollo. I gave him the name Big Rollo, so I think Big Rollo kind of feeling himself right now. I think he kind of feeling himself. And what had me thinking that? What had me kind of thinking that is this. When he said talking about he's a star and all this shit, I only fight other stars. And I say, you know what, man? He been getting a strong dose. He been drinking a strong shot, strong glass of that Leonard Ellerbe, that Leonard Ellerbe hype juice. You see what I'm saying? They probably took him in the. It seemed like they probably took him in the back room. They probably took him in the back room. Rolly, listen, Rolly, you a superstar right now. Rolly, you a star. And Rolly, you know, I mean, yes, you got knocked out by Tank, but I'm going to be honest with you, Rolly. No one has given Tank that tough of a challenge before you did, you know? So they probably don't told him that. And Rolly ain't got them all, you know what I mean? Rolly ain't got all the crayons in the box. We'll just say that, you know what I mean, to be nice about it. He's missing a few crayons in the box. You see what I'm saying? So, and of course we know he's a hype train and stuff like that. We know he be hyping it up. We know he be hyping it up. But hey, I want to share this with you though. Because there's some people, I'm not making this up. There's some people are saying that, hey, listen, Rolly should be able to fight Errol Spence in some point in time, whatever. And he's a 135 pounder, right? Rolly's a 135 pounder. So now, as a matter of fact, hold on, let me pull out the receipt. I got the receipt now. Y'all know I got the receipt. Hold on, but before I say it, hold on, let me pull out the receipt first. I got to pull out the receipt. Hold on. What a brother at? What a brother. Brother said, oh my Lord, man. This shit was hilarious, right? So I asked the question. So the question is this. This is the question. Has Rolly Romero earned the right to fight Errol Spence after the Tank Davis fight? Has he earned that right? Right? They say Tank Davis is a superstar. He's the biggest star in the history of the sport of boxing, and he knows nobody's bigger than him right now. No one outsells him. No one sell out football stadiums like him. They say all this stuff about Tank, right? Okay, fine. Rolly Romero got in the ring with Tank. Now we know what the end result was, and you know how I feel about it. Man, that man ain't hadn't been to get in the ring with Tank, man. Man had 14 professional fights. We know Rolly Romero's background. He really lost to Jackson Marinez. He really lost to Jackson Marinez. They robbed Jackson Marinez, so he should have 2 losses. And he's had less than 20 amateur fights. Just, you know what I mean? He had no business in the ring with him. We know that, right? So now, but there are some out there. Hold on, let me find the receipt. I gotta find the receipt, dog. Oh, damn, please let the receipt still be here. Please let this receipt still be here. As a matter of fact, oh Lord, please let this receipt still be here. Oh, what the brother said. This brother here say, one dude said that Rolly does deserve a shot at Spence. I'm trying to find it. Rolly does deserve a shot at Spence because if Spence fought Mikey Garcia, and Mikey Garcia was a 135 pounder, he had one fight at 140, if I'm not mistaken, and then fought Errol Spence. If he gave him a shot, 135 pounder, then Rolly Romero deserved a shot too, right? And bro, I couldn't. I don't know what to say. You know what? I really didn't have no comeback for that. I was like, damn, hold on. That's a valid argument. Now you can say Mikey Garcia had more experience, and stuff like that, and he was a multi-division world champion, and when he called Errol Spence out. That's the only reason why Errol Spence fought him. That's why a lot of Errol Spence supporters say that's the only reason why he fought him. He called him out. I said, okay, well, the brother was saying that, hey man, Rolly Romero's calling you out. Since you answering call outs, why not answer that call out? You get what I'm saying? Shout out to BWG. Hey, okay. For dropping that. Bam, dub on your boy. Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy. Hey, what you say, B-Dub? You say, Coach, I saw an interview with Bullet. That guy honestly talking like Rolly is the biggest guy in the division, and that he would smoke every other fighter out there. He's talking like Frank Martin ain't on Rolly's level. Hey, B-Dub, check this out. I'm glad you brought that up. What a lot of, I would even say this, not all, but from what I've been seeing, B-Dub, there's an element, certain element, something, just not all, but I'm saying a good element of, probably maybe a good chunk of online of Tank Davis supporters that say that really say that. They say that, hey man, Rolly will smoke everybody else in the division, right? They literally, I'm dead ass serious. And as a matter of fact, I need to go on Twitter. If I go on Twitter, you'll see this is one dude. That's all he does. You know, Rolly would knock out everybody else in the division, this and that, yada yada yada. You know, they talking like Rolly Romero is some kind of special fighter. And I'm like, yeah, he's a special fighter, all right. Special needs fighter. You know, he's a special fighter, but the special is he special needs. You get what I'm saying? So you know, he talking like Frank Martin ain't on Rolly's level. You know, man, if Rolly get in the ring with Frank Martin, man, he getting knocked out. Everybody.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
You get what I'm saying, though, B-Dub? So literally, like, yeah, he's a special fighter, but a special needs fighter. You know what I mean? And I think that people, and this is what it is. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think the only reason people who feel that way, I know you're saying Bullet felt that way, B-Dub, but I think even other fans, well, I can't even call these guys boxing fans. I don't want, if I say casuals, that might be disrespect to even casual. I can't say boxing fans because that's disrespect to boxing fans. So I ain't even disrespecting like that. You know, maybe we could call them casuals. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe, yeah, we could probably call them casuals. We'll say that. I think a lot of the casuals they're probably saying this because the guy who they love fought him. And I think they realize now, if we tear him down, it makes our guy look bad because we know deep down inside, this guy ain't had no business in the ring fighting our guy. It really doesn't make him look good or nothing like that. When you fighting a guy who's really don't have no skills at all, you know, like very minimal, very minimal. I mean, he got a little something. He got heart. He has heart. So that's the main skill you got to have. He has heart, but really just from a technical standpoint, just all things wrong. They don't know what defense is. We're running to every shot you hit, you throw for the most part. Leads with his head. You know what I mean? Which is the perfect setup for trap counters. You get what I'm saying? So, but I think the people who are saying that, of course, we know what Bullet gonna do. Bullet gonna cap. You already know that. Bullet gonna cap. Bullet job is to say Rolly Romero. And let me tell you something, man. Tank Davis is right about. What's one thing I would say he was right about Bullet? Bullet is a trash trainer. I don't know the brother. I don't know him, and I'm not saying anything bad about him. But, bro, like, I remember during the press conference, Tank was like, man, your whole stable's trash. He said, your whole stable trash. All of them garbage. You know what I mean? He said, you're a terrible trainer. You know, and Bullet was doing all this talking, yada, 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 blah, this squaze. And I think a lot of people, like, overlook that. I think a lot of people overlook that. Tank, I mean, you know, you get what I'm saying? Tank was like, man, your whole stable trash. And I think I don't even know who, as a matter of fact, do they have a website? I want to know what kind of stable does Bullet have? What kind of stable does Bullet have? You get what I'm saying? Halim say, Big Rollo sent shockwaves to the 147th division. True. Yeah, man, Big Rollo did that, man. Big Rollo sent shockwaves. You know what I mean? Brando, he say Rollo would get destroyed by Errol. I don't know, man. I don't know about that, man. Rollo got a lot of skills. He showed it. Rollo got a lot of skills, man. I don't know about that one. Big Rollo, I don't know about that one, man. Ace Sneeze say facts, coach. I don't know about that one. What we gonna do? I'm gonna jump on. This what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna jump on the Tank Davis fan side, and I'm going to say that Rolly Romero is all of that in the bag of chips. He's a star. He's a star, and his skills is superior. He would knock out anybody else in the lightweight division. Even though you got to fight him to be able to do that, we know that ain't gonna happen. But he would, so I'm gonna say that, you know what? If the Tank Davis fans, some of them who believe that he's a mega star and he'll knock everybody else out, he got a chance. He got a chance against Errol Spence. I'm gonna say that. So I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna roll with them on that. Shout out to Sabrina Lee. Say everybody know Rolly was trash. He saw Cruz was the cherry pick that I was with Roll, but Roll is super. Hey, Sabrina, there would not be any Big Rollo disrespect tolerated today. Today, guys, this is Rolly Romero Day, a.k.a. Big Rollo. aka the Big Tuna, aka pound for pound, pound for pound, hot doo-doo.
True.
I remember when Tay say, man, all the reason, look, you know what he said on Twitter, man, all the reason I'm fighting this clown, all the reason they're making me fight this clown is because, you know, this the last fight on my contract. They say, well, Rolly, Tate didn't want to fight him. That showed he was scared. He didn't even want to spar him. This how trash the man was, right? This how trash the man was. Hey, this how trash the man was. Tate didn't even want to spar the man. Tate don't spar everybody and put him up damn to everybody. He don't spar Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, and other guys, right? Kid Austin, and other guys. He didn't even want to spar Rolly Romero. He's like, man, this man trash. This dude don't even know how to throw a jab. He's leading with his chin. I better catch him real easy with counters, counters all day. This dude is garbage. He ain't got no defense, no head movement. You know what I mean? His feints is telegraphed. He telegraphed feints. When he throw the right hand, he telegraphing it. He leaps into the counter shots. Man, I don't want to. And so they went on this whole parade. Yeah, you ain't want to fight him. Yeah, you ain't want to spar him. You knew what time it was. This and that. They be like, man, bro, like, I mean, I do know that's the Mayweather way. You know what I mean? What they gonna do, but yeah, still, yeah. I mean, bro, like, I just had to go back and remember. He said, man, your whole stable is trash. How did he get a job in boxing? I mean, that's a real question. I'm not trying to be funny, but maybe Bullet can be a strength and conditioning coach, and I don't know the brother. Again, I don't know the brother, but how did he get like a trainer? You get what I'm saying? Like a head, bro. Like for the life of me, I'm like, bro. And your best fighter is Rolly Romero. I want to see what the other. Do anybody know who the other dudes is? Do anybody know who the other dudes is, bro? Your best fighter, Rolly Romero, out of your stable. El Society say, chill, coach. Rolly the GOAT.
True.
Yeah, he the GOAT of hog head cheese. That's what he is. Oh man. Hey, Big Rollo. So Big Rollo, I know Big Rollo probably clout chasing. I think that's obvious, but he said they gave trying to tell what you said. He said they're trying to tell Rolly they don't need a greater. He said they don't need a grader at the local Dollar General and just let them do it anyways. Oh, okay. Manny G, what's saying? My man 100 grand, what did he say? He said Rollo would not dare to pick up the gloves after Spence beating. No, but what my thing is, you got people literally saying that's on the Tank Davis side. And on the Rolly Romero, like, I didn't know Rolly Romero had fans. I just one guy called in. My brother called in. I forgot his name, man. I haven't heard from him in around, but he was funny. He's really real funny, man. He a good dude, and he know Rolly Romero very well. He know him very well. He lives in Vegas. I forgot my brother's name, and he said Rolly Romero. I tell you what, coach, if Rolly Romero land one of them bolo punches, flatline. He was saying flatline and all this shit there, yada yada yada. And then of course Rolly ended up getting flatline, but we know what happened. But everybody knew that was going to happen. I think the only one who didn't know was the casuals. Like my cousin is a casual. He really thought Rolly had a shot. He believed in Rolly so much that he betted money on Rolly Romero. Literally. So you get what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, bro, like who the hell is in this dude's stable? Who is in Bullet's stable? Like, that's what I want to know. Who was in his stable? Like, for the life of me, I'm trying to figure out, like, how does a trainer who really has a garbage stable, like Tank is saying, I don't even know who the other dudes are. I don't even know, like, you get what I'm saying? Bro, how does he become you know what? He probably, because I'm trying to figure out, how does he become a head trainer in anywhere in the sport of boxing? When it's obviously he's not that good. What you say? You say, coach, only fight Rollo has a chance in is Border Wars. talking about some flatline. Yeah, you feel me though? Hey, Schooler, what you say? He said, I remember that, coach. I forgot the brother name, man. He said, yeah, flatline. You see what I'm saying? Hey, PBC Central, what you say? No, Spence don't want no smoke with Big Rollo.
True.
All right, that's what we gonna say. That's what we gonna say. That we gonna start that rumor right over here. I'm gonna do it and start that rumor right over here. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna show you how to piss some people off. Oh man. Y'all wait till this next show. Oh boy. Oh man. Oh bro, hey bro, you want to see something funny? Wait. Hey, because I want to know, is the big fish ducking Big Rollo? Is the big fish ducking Big Rollo? Is he ducking Big Rollo? That's what I want to know. He said, blame Floyd for having Bullet as a trainer. Bro, like, my nigga, how does this guy get a job as a lead trainer for any fighter? Do anybody know? And I remember when Tank said this, he said, man, your whole roster trash. He said, man, your whole roster trash, man. Your whole roster hot doo-doo. Your whole roster hot doo-doo. You see what I'm saying? Can anybody lead me to where Bullet is training another fighter? He said, Tank keep fighting trash, yet he's pound for pound.
True.
Hey, right on the storm. What's wrong with trash? What's wrong with when you got something against trash, my brother? He said, still a fan of Rolly. Don't matter if he lose, he's not a punk. And that's all that matters. Yeah, okay. Marlon, that's not all that matters. I agree with you to a degree. But what else matters is you got to have skills in the sport of boxing. That's what else matters. You can have all the heart in the world, but you're not going to win any fights with heart. You're going to have some skills, defense. You know what I mean? It's other tangibles that you're going to need. Listen, you can have all the heart in the world, but if you can't fight, you can't fight. You say going to piss off a bunch of aerosexuals. Hey, look here, man. Is the big fish ducking Big Rollo? Because that would have seemed like to me.
True.
Oh, that'll really piss him off. Oh, hell no, that nigga talk about something. Errol Spence ain't, the whole state of Texas gonna be on my neck. Oh, hell no, let's go to the nigga show. They try to shut this shit down. Nigga holler about big fish scared of Rollo. Boy, if you want to get them real sensitive, just say that. He said, coach is about to make this fight happen. He said, getting the Spence fans mad. That's how you do it. You get them mad and pissed off, and go to hyping them up. He said, coach, your next show better not be titled Sources Say Spence ducking. Boy, I get the whole state of Texas mad. The entire state of Texas. I'm talking about you, Texas-based YouTube channels and all. Oh, hell no, this old pussy ass nigga over here talking about doggone the big fish scared of Big Rollo. Ain't nobody scared of no goddamn Big Rollo. Rollo ain't nobody. He tried. Oh, bro. They go. Hey, you know I'm good. You know in the prison pissing people off. I know how to piss off. Hey, you know I know how to do it. I had a whole guy. Hey, for real though. You say hell no, shaking my head, Rolly all cap. Hey, yeah, hey, Sneak, yeah, you know what I mean? So Rolly, all he trying to do. But listen, Rolly's a star. You know that. Rolly is a star. Oh, there you go. He said Rolly shit himself twice. Fuck with L. I don't know about that, boy. Texas Bulldog. I don't know about that Texas Bulldog. It seemed to me that Big Rollo, and he's a big guy, and if Rollo land with them bolo punches, you see what I'm saying? I don't know, boy. I don't know about that, boy. I might put a couple dollars on Big Rollo. I think Big Rollo can take the big fish, Texas Bulldog. I think he can take him. What say you? Shit, hey, and we know he a superstar because Leonard Ellerbe said it. Leonard Ellerbe said he was a star. So we know he's a star. We know that. I know he's a star. You know he's a star. He said Spence moving up to avoid Rolly. Yep, that. Hey, piss off. I had a whole state of Texas. Oh, hell no. Hey, you know, hey, bro. Hey, oh, my God, bro. This is just too much, bro. This is just too much. Jaime Rivera, what you say? He said, Coach, what this boy talking about now? He'll get TKO'd in the first, you say, in the first at 147. I don't know about that, Jaime. I don't know about that, man. You talking about Big Rollo, man. We talking about Big Rollo. Big Rollo. Big Rollo. We gonna, hey, listen. They said Big Rollo was good. They said Big Rollo was he'll knock everybody else out outside of hey, tell him. Hey, PPC say tell him, Coach. Hey, that's what they said. So we gonna stick to that narrative now. That's what we sticking with. They can't be switching it up. They can't be switching it up now. It can't be he good 1 minute, he's a star, and he'll knock everybody else out at 135. But then when they come to him calling your favorite fighter out, now y'all want to talk about he trash again. No, he good. He said Big Rollo won't have any more brain cells left messing with Spence. I don't know, man. I don't know about that. Man. I don't know about that. The big Rollo. Hold on. He said, what you say? He said, I want to see Ryan versus Rolly because Ellerbe really thinks Rolly would KO Ryan. You know what? Hey, G Martinez, Ellerbe don't believe that. He don't believe that. He really don't believe that. Ellerbe, listen. Ellerbe know. Hey, G Martinez, Ellerbe don't believe that. He don't believe that. You know what I mean, bro? Like, listen, I'm trying to tell you, dog, what is going on. They trying to sell that this dude, and listen, this is what Rolly gonna say. G Martinez, check this out. This is what Rolly gonna say. I'm a star. He said he was a star. I sold out the Barclay Center. Guess what? He was a part of selling out the Barclay Center, and everyone did say that Rolly is the one that sold that fight. Everyone did say that. So he's gonna have all of that in his favor. I sold out the Barclay Center. You see what I'm saying? Leonard Ellerbe told me that I was Tank Davis's toughest opponent. I was winning the fight clearly up until when the point I got stopped. You know, I made one mistake. If it wasn't for that mistake, I would have knocked him out. Like, bro, that's what Leonard Ellerbe probably telling him. You know he hyping him up. You know that. Shout out to B-Dub for dropping them 2 pounds on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Hey, you know that's what they telling him. You know that's what they telling him.
From the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
You know, bro, you know that's what they telling them. You know that's what they telling them. You know that. Man, look here, man, Big Rollo, man, look here, man, you were doing good, dog. Telling you, dog, you know what, I think you can take Spence, because you really a big dude, and Spence ain't, I think you can really, this is what I need you to do. Go there and call him out. And then this was so crazy about it. This was so crazy. Y'all check this shit out. Check this shit out. I want you to check this out. Hold on, where is that? Hold on. Y'all know I stay on Twitter. Hold on. Where is that? Here you go right here. Now, hey, Rolly, thank you. Hey, little Ellerbe don't make the man. Hey, they got him looking like he's some kind of superstar. Hey, they got him looking like he's some kind of superstar, man. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, hit the like button. Y'all check this shit out. See, this what happened. Hey, this what happened, right? Listen. This what happened when the motherfucker go to believe in this shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, look at Big Rollo. I want y'all to see this. Hold on. Let me pull it up right here on my phone. This what happens. Hold on, guys. I gotta go to Rolly Romero's Twitter. This what happens when you really go to hyping. Okay. He got a blue check. Wait a minute. So after he fought Tank, they gave him a blue check next to his name. Okay, he got a blue check on Twitter. Rolly might be a star. I don't know. He might be a star now. He got a blue check on Twitter. I'm a star. I got a blue check on Twitter. Look at my Twitter account. I got a blue check. Oh my God, bruh. Man, y'all don't hype this man up, man. You know what I mean? Now he want all the smoke. Hold on. I want y'all to hear this. I want y'all to hear this shit. This is hilarious. This is hilarious. Hold on. Let's go right
Every day's my birthday. Yeah.
Hey, come on, man. Hey, y'all check this out. Look at this here. They singing Rolly. They saying every day is his birthday.
Every day's my birthday. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, bro. Oh my God. Bro, this is somebody need to go to jail. Leonard Ellerbe need to go to jail, man. They need to go to jail for this shit. Bro, bro, they need to go to jail, dog, for what they did, dog. Bro, this don't make no sense.
You sound like a bitch. Bitch. Man, I ain't worried about jail. Shit, man, I don't give a damn about going to jail. You can take me to jail.
Take me to jail.
Shit, lock me up.
Lock me up.
Throw away the key.
Throw away the key.
Hey, Jason say, facts. Rolly is the people's self.
True.
Hey, the people is crowding around Rolly. They singing songs to him, telling him every day is his birthday. They singing songs to him, bro. I'm a star. You know, Frank Martin, I ain't thinking about no Frank Martin. I'm moving up to welterweight. I want to fight Errol Spence. You know, I'm a star, and I deserve to fight. You know, and I only fight other stars. I was like, oh my God, bro, bro. I wish I could be a fly on the wall just to hear what Leonard Ellerbe was whispering in his ear. Leonard Ellerbe and Bullet look like he's very convincing when he talked to Tank, when he talked to Rolly. You know what I mean? You'll knock their ass out, Rolly. Rolly, you'll knock them out. I don't give a damn what they say. Listen, one punch from you and it's over with. And I think that flatline, and I think that they you know, they probably work on his psyche. But I'm like, bro, I like Big Rollo, dog. But come on, man. Like, somebody need to be in jail for this. This is literally taking advantage of the men. I don't want to say it. Hey, what did he say? He said, Coach, what you think about Rollo versus Broner? You know what? Hey, Chris, Rolly versus Broner, I don't think, well, you know what? I don't think Broner will fight him, but Rolly versus Broner, he gonna get countered a lot by Broner. He gonna get countered a lot. But the thing is, Agent Broner AB don't let his hands go. So, to be honest with you, I would tell you what, the fight that I think that the fans can get behind for Rolly probably should be him and Isak Cruz. Probably him and Isak Cruz, Chris. But Rolly versus Broner, that fight would be interesting, bro, because Agent Broner should beat him easily all day. Only problem is Agent Broner don't let his hands go no more since Maidana beat him down. So, you know, maybe him not letting his hands go will allow Rolly Romero to outwork him. You get what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. Bro, if AB can't beat Rolly Romero, man, god damn, bro. He really, oh my Lord. I don't even want to think about that, fam. I don't even want to think about that. Jaime, what's he say, fam? He said, Coach, why you promoting this fight? Well, you know Rolly is going to get effed up. They're going to put that murder charge on you, bro. Hey, but you know what though? It's an in-house fight. In-house fight. Shitting. They didn't have a problem. Hey, Jaime, they didn't have a problem putting them in there with Tank, a knockout artist. You know what I mean? Tank put him to sleep. At least with Errol Spence, he won't get knocked out. Might be a TKO stoppage, but he won't get knocked out. Shout out to boxing. Shout out to my brother Myrrh, man. Salute to you, fam.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Myron, you hit the nail right on the head. You said question, coach. Is the sport looking more for entertainers that can box or boxers that can entertain? That's a great question. I think they're looking more for entertainers that can box. I think that right now the sport is looking for entertainers that can box. That's why I tell you this shit WWE. That's why I tell you this shit WWE, Myron. You know I always say that. I say this shit WWE, dog. That's what they're looking for. That's what they're looking for. They're looking for entertainers that can box. That's what they're looking for. Like how do you get what I'm saying? Check this out. Hold on, Myron. Let me break this down. Check this out, Myron. Check this out. I want you to see this here. Let's see. Even Spence right here. Check this out, Myron. When Rolly Romero called them out, but to answer your question on boxing, they're looking for entertainers that can box now. That's what it seems like. I think that's what it seemed like to me. Even Spence right here said that some stuff don't need a response. Something wrong with Buddy, and he's referring to Rolly Romero. Even Spence knows something is mentally wrong with this guy, right? They know something is wrong with him, and the only thing is that didn't stop Floyd Mayweather and Leonard Ellerbe from putting him in the ring with Tank Davis. That didn't stop him from doing that. That's him. Y'all can't hear it. Here you go. He's not here you go right here. This guy right here said, "You fought Mikey, why not Rolly?" This is what the brother said in the chat. Said to Spence on his on Twitter. He said, "You fight Mikey, why not Rolly?" And what he's saying is Mikey Garcia was a 135 pounder. Rolly Romero was a 135 pounder. If he moved up to 147, like Mikey moved up to 147, why not fight him? Why not fight Rolly? You fought Mikey. You know, he's asking a question. He's probably being facetious, but I get what you're saying. But this guy answered. He said Mikey was an undefeated proven champion. That is true. Oh my God, this is these are people in the chat. He tried to get knocked out again. Who said something? He's getting slept for real. This is the thing though. The thing is Tank is the one that really knocks people out. Spence don't really knock nobody out. He stop them, but TKO stoppages. But Tank is really like putting people to sleep. So I'm like, I would think that from a punching power standpoint, like one shot knockout, Tank definitely. You know what I mean? Definitely. You know what I mean? From that one power, that one shot knockout. You know what I mean? Because he got a lot of thunder in that right and that left hand. But they put him in there. They put him in there with Tank. So even Errol Spence recognizes something is wrong with this guy. My thing is this dude is clearly, and I'm trying to be respectful, guys. This is why I'm trying to like reserve my words. I'm trying to be respectful. But for lack of a better term, he's clearly challenged. Even Errol Spence recognizes that. Man, something wrong with this boy. He's clearly challenged. And from a physical standpoint, he got size, he has heart. But as I always said, like, that skill just not there, dog. When you have a fighter like that, you can't be putting him in there with the like elite guys. You get what I'm saying? You don't put Rolly in there with someone who can punch. That's one. And you got to matchmake him very, very well. Now, maybe the play was Leonard, and we got to build up another star in our stable. We only have Tank, so I'm not talking about ADHD, my brother. I'm talking about something else. I'm talking about when we used to call it the boom boom. We used to call it the boom boom. You know what I mean? But you get what I'm saying though. I think that something is wrong with the brother here. I think that's obvious. I don't think no one would deny that at this point. And I think the play may be we need Rolly. Like you see the people crowding around him. This was at Ryan Garcia fight. This I think this is at the Ryan Garcia fight. And then you got this one, listen, boy. Law, listen, this was at the, let me see. Yeah, I think that was at the Ryan Garcia fight because he was there. He was at the Ryan Garcia fight. When you got people, listen, Rolly got newfound fame, right? He has newfound fame. He fought Tank Davis, fought on the big stage with Tank Davis, in front of 18,000 plus. He was a part of that event. Rolly Romero was a part of that event. He can easily say, yeah, man, 18,000. I brought 18,000 out. My first pay-per-view. It's rumored that they did 200 and something thousand pay-per-views, stuff like that. He was a part of that. He can say that's his claim to fame. I'm telling y'all what Leonard Ellerbe is doing. Rolly, you was winning this. If I was the promoter, and if I was, especially Bullet, Bullet telling him this. And what you say? You say he say short bus Broly. Bullet telling him this. Drumming for life. What you say, fam? He say, what you talking? He say, what you talking down? They the boom boom room, Claude. Hey, man. Hey, I'm just saying. Hey, Sauce, he say, Coach, if you're gonna brag about your GED, I ain't got but a GED. I ain't got but a GED, Sauce. I'm just saying. I ain't got but a GED. But what I'm saying, listen, check this out. I'm telling you, Leonard Ellerbe and Bullet is hyping this boy up. And it doesn't help the fact that he go out to a Ryan Garcia fight and he got people crowding around him. And there's one clip where they were chanting his name, Rolly, Rolly, Rolly. Now, there was nothing but casuals. All of those dudes who were chanting Rolly, they was casuals. You know that. Casuals, and they probably just, Roller's a joke to them or whatever, but it's casuals. I'm like, man, come on, man. I'm telling you what they're telling him. He's listening. He's getting a strong dose of Leonard Ellerbe telling him he's a star. Rolly, you did good. Rolly, you was winning this fight. Rolly, I had you, to be honest, Rolly. Now, don't tell Tank this, Rolly. Rolly, don't tell Tank. But to be honest, Rolly, I had you winning this fight 5 rounds. You got knocked out in the 5th, but 4.5 of those rounds, you were winning. Easy. You just made one mistake. So if you don't make that mistake, who knows what will happen? You probably could have won. So they told him that. And then they listened to Bullet. You know what I mean? Rolly, pick your head up, Rolly. Don't worry about nothing. You see what I'm saying? You were taking the crown to him. You see what I'm saying? You were beating Tank's ass. He caught you with that one lucky shot. I guarantee if we fight him again, you will knock his ass out. Flatline. So Bullet probably telling him that. Then when he go to a fight, he got, these casuals surrounded him, calling him Rolly. They said every day is his birthday in Spanish and all this stuff there. Yeah, man. I'm telling you what it is. Yep. He say, Coach, this got to be the Twilight Zone. Ryan Garcia clearly has the skills to be a star, but has confidence issues. And Big Rollo got no skills, yet he thinks he's a knockout.
True.
Hey, Al. Hey, Al. Bro, listen. That dude pride. Listen, check this out. Al, prior to him fighting Tank Davis, ain't nobody really know. Wasn't nobody in boxing chanting Rolly name when he went somewhere. After he get knocked out by Tank Davis, he got a crowd, he got an audience. So all of that is playing into his psyche. Rolly, look, you're Leonard. Rolly, look, Leonard. I mean, Rolly, look, Rolly. Did you see what happens? You see what happens when you went to the Ryan Garcia fight? They probably told him to go. We need you to go to the Ryan Garcia fight, represent Mayweather Promotions. They probably told him to go. And then he got a little crazy. yeah, you know, I want to fight Errol Spence. I want to fight Errol Spence. They probably told him, Rolly, no, Rolly, we didn't tell you to say that. You know what I mean? But you can't write no script for Rolly because he's not all there. There's nothing no one can tell me that everything is there. And to be honest with you, I think they're taking advantage of Rolly because I think mentally they know he's not there, and I think he's being taken advantage of mentally. You know what I mean? Like all jokes aside, I honestly believe that. I mean, like, even like Spence said, man, something wrong with that. But everybody knows something wrong with him. You know what I mean? And when you're doing that, you're not supposed to be. You ain't supposed to be fighting no killers. You know, you don't put him in there with killers. You see what I'm saying? You don't put Big Rollo in there with killers. You put him in there. Now, I wouldn't mind seeing him fight Isak Cruz or nothing like that. Now, you know, I think that'd be a good fight. I got the Mexican pit bull knocking Rolly out myself if that fight was to happen. You get what I'm saying? But come on, man. And he don't hype the man up, told the man that he'll a star, and then his trainer telling him he'll a star, and then he go out to fights now, and people crowding around and screaming his name. Come on, man. That ain't right though. That ain't right. Shout out to my sister Bless. Bless, what's going on, sis? That ain't right. That ain't right at all. Everybody know. Come on, man. And listen, you got this dude. This dude right here. Hold on, I'm gonna tell y'all something. There's a dude right here. He hates. I don't want to say he hates. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say hate. I don't want to say hate. That's a strong word. But hold on, what is brother? I'm going to my Twitter, guys. Hold on. I'm going to my Twitter. I'm finna pull up a receipt right quick. This dude right here, he funny in the mug though. He is funny. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, they singing the Rolly. Here you go. What a brother at? What a brother at? Oh, here you go right here. Listen to the listen to this dude right here, man. Now y'all, do y'all agree with this? Hey, Bless. I want to ask you a question, sis. I want to ask you a question. Do you agree with this? Hold on, here go the brother right here. Let me blow it up. Like, hey, no, hold on now. Hold on. Do anybody agree with what this brother's saying? I'm finna. Hold on. I'm finna do it right now. This brother right here. Now I told y'all I'd be going down on Twitter, right? Didn't I tell y'all that? I told y'all I'd be going down on Twitter, right? Didn't I tell y'all that? Here you go right here. Let me go ahead and share it. I want y'all to see this here, right? This dude right here, he's mad. He's mad right now. This brother right here is mad. I don't know if y'all know who this dude is, but he's funny. He's funny. Let's go.
When you was cooking at 1:30 and cooking at 1:30.
Hold on, here you go. Here you go, right here.
Oh.
Shakur Stevens, a hell of a fighter.
Here you go.
Devin Haney, a hell of a fighter. But guess what? If Top Rank has Devin Haney and they got Shakur Stevens, then they need to fight each other. Don't worry about Tank. Remember,
That's Mayweather Protection Program. Dare to be great. You did it, Floyd. You dared to be great. When you was cooking at 1:30 and cooking at 1:35, you was trying to fight everybody. Sugar Shane Mosley ducked you. A host of fighters ducked you. But now you got Tank in the Mayweather Protection Program. Dare to be great. Stop protecting him. And all you Gervonta Tank Davis stands, y'all go ahead and defend that. That is nasty. That is nasty, and that is disgusting. That is the Mayweather Protection Program in its full flesh. That is nasty. Musty energy.
Oh, that's musty energy.
Like this dude here, man, and this is the thing. You notice what he said? He said that the 130, he said Floyd Mayweather at 130, 135 pounds. And I tell you guys time and time again, I know a lot of the guys who are fans of Floyd now, they know nothing about Pretty Boy Floyd. They say they do, but they don't. They know nothing about Pretty Boy Floyd. So, again, they know nothing about Pretty Boy Floyd at all. And if they knew Pretty Boy Floyd, they'll know he was a killer at 130 pounds. Junior lightweight, super featherweight, he was a killer. 135, he was a killer. Pretty Boy Floyd was a way better fighter than, in my opinion, than Money Mayweather. And what he's saying is he's talking about the hypocrisy of Floyd. Listen, man, you fought for legacy. You did this. I'm gonna let you guys hear it again. Let you guys hear it one more time. Let you guys hear it one more time. Just one more again. Let you hear it one more again.
Oh.
Shakur Stevens, a hell of a fighter. Devin Haney, a hell of a fighter. But guess what? If Top Rank has Devin Haney and they got Shakur.
Hold on, let's start it from the beginning. I want to start it from the beginning. Let's hear him one more again.
Oh.
Shakur Stevens, a hell of a fighter. Devin Haney, a hell of a fighter. But guess what? If Top Rank has Devin Haney and they got Shakur Stevens, then they need to fight each other. Don't worry about Tank. Remember.
That's Mayweather Protection Program. Dare to be great. You did it, Floyd. You dared to be great. When you was cooking at 130 and cooking at 135, you was trying to fight everybody. Sugar Shane Mosley ducked you. A host of fighters ducked you.
I remember that.
And now you got Tank in the Mayweather Protection Program. Dare to be great. Stop protecting him. And all you Gervonta Tank Davis stands, y'all go ahead and defend that. That is nasty. That is nasty, and that is disgusting. That is the Mayweather Protection Program in its full flesh. That is nasty. Musty energy.
Oh, that's musty energy.
Yeah, this dude right here, he criticizes Floyd a lot, right? He criticizes Floyd a lot. And he just points out a lot of the double standards of Floyd, right? And again, we looked at their roster. They only have Tank Davis, and we know Tank Davis is one of the best fighters in the world. We haven't seen him fight the best guys, but he's one of the best in the world from the eye test. Rolly Romero, not so much. So when Myrrh asked me, when he said that, hey, man, do you think that they're looking for entertainers that can box or boxers that can entertain? I think with Rolly Romero, what they have an entertainer that can somewhat box. An entertainer that can somewhat box. You get what I'm saying? And my only issue was this. When people tell me, hey man, why not fight? Take the least amount of punishment. I'm finna argue both sides of the coin. Check this. I'm finna show you the hypocrisy of this shit. Why not fight? Take the least amount of punishment. Take the least amount of punishment. And take easy matches. That's so you can still have all your faculties when you get older. My only problem I have with that is this. What about the guy that's on the receiving end of getting beat up by the superior fighter? He's at a disadvantage. Do you get what I'm saying? The guy that's on the receiving end of the ass whooping, because skills-wise, he don't have the skill set. He shouldn't even be in the ring with someone of a higher caliber, someone of that high caliber. What about that guy? So you're protecting the fighter, give him easy matches. But the guy who's on the receiving end of that, he wearing the brunt of the punishment. What about him? Now I know how you justify it. Oh, well, he gonna make more money than he ever made fighting someone else. Yeah, but that's not even the argument. You said that why not fight the easy matches?
But this bum is taking the easy matches. Fight another bum.
Don't take no punishment so you can have all of your faculties. But the guy who getting his ass whipped, like a Rolly Romero, he's not going to have all of his faculties. As a matter of fact, he already don't have his faculties. True. You get what I'm saying? He already don't have his faculties. Everybody knows that. Bullet knows it. Floyd knows it. Leonard knows it. Al knows it. You see what I'm saying? Tank knows it. And Spence knows it. Everybody, the entire PBC roster, record label, and crew know this. Everybody know this dude mentally not right up here? Everybody knows this. I think that's obvious. Like, okay, hold on. As a matter of fact, let me hammer it home. Let me hammer it home just a little bit more. Let me hammer it home just a little bit more. Like, what about him? You get what I'm saying? What about the guy who's on the receiving end of getting the brakes beat off of him? He's not gonna have all his faculties. Do we care about his faculties? Do we care about his faculties? What about his faculties? Or is it just me? Is it just me? Shout out to Bless 365 for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Bless, what you say, sis? You said I know it.
Yeah.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Hey, what to say, fam? He said that should be Mayweather phrase line song. Hell of a fighter, hell of a fighter. Yeah, but you get what I'm saying, though? Do you get what I'm saying? Like, okay, yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, yeah, what we gonna do? We're gonna try to make sure that, we're gonna try to make sure that the fighter don't take a lot of punishment. He can have all his faculties. Yeah, but what about the dude who's overly matched? His life is more at risk and at danger because he literally don't belong in the ring with the guy. This is why when you are an elite fighter, you are supposed to be fighting elite fighters. Why? Because you guys are on the same playing field. Do you get what I'm saying? Now, I ain't saying that an elite fighter that don't fight a tomato can every now and then, but what I'm saying, if you're going to make the moral argument to me, because what I hear guys trying to make a moral argument. So if you're trying to make a moral argument to me, yeah, man, we trying to protect our faculties. Okay, but what about this guy? Do you get what I'm saying? The reason why elite fighters are supposed to fight elite fighters, because it levels the playing field. I'm just as skilled as you. I can do just as much as you that you can do to me. You get what I'm saying? I know how to avoid big shots because I have the experience. You know how to avoid big shots because you have the experience. But when you put somebody in there that's on way of a lower level, I'm talking about at this stage. I'm not talking about when you first started fighting coming up. I get that. I get all of that. You know what I mean? When you first coming up, you 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, 4-0. I get all of that. But I'm saying when you're like Tank will be 28 years old this year. So he's 28 years old. Has what? 30 fights? Something like that? 30 fights? At that, and when you're at that point, yeah, you ain't got no minutes fighting no Rolly Romero. Because at that point, you multi-division world champion, you don't have, you know what I mean? You got way more experience in this guy. He literally don't be in the ring with you. You literally said that, hey man, this man is trash. You said he was trash. You said this man trash, and you said his trainer trash. You said their whole roster trash. I refused to spar the dude. He was that garbage. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying? Joe, what you say? You say Big Rollo calling out Spence like Jake Paul calling out Canelo. Make it make sense. Hey, but this is where we at right now. And you know the crazy part about it? Shit, he might get a fight with Spence later on down the line. PBC, man. It's the PBC way. You know how the PBC roll. Facts, coach. Yeah, you get what I'm saying, Halim? For real, though. Bless, what you say, sis? You say they don't care, coach. No, they don't care. They don't care. That mean they ain't got no business. Now, of course, he ain't going to get no Spence fight, but I'm just saying, I can't say he won't get no Spence fight. Who knows? Maybe he'll get it later on down the line, maybe a few years from now. Who knows? But all I'm saying is, whatever the PBC say, that's what goes, right? But all I'm saying is this. All of us knew this. And this is what this brother is frustrated about. This is what he's frustrated about. What's frustrating him is this. When Floyd, and I tell these guys who talk all this Floyd Mayweather stuff, I say, y'all don't know pretty boy Floyd. I know you don't. You just started, you became a fan of Floyd Mayweather. I'm finna tell you why. You became a fan of Floyd Mayweather one or two ways. You became a fan of Floyd probably after you saw him fight Conor McGregor. A lot of people, Conor McGregor, that's when they became Floyd fans. Manny Pacquiao. And maybe Canelo. So you got people who became fans when he fought Canelo. You got people who became fans with casuals, Manny Pacquiao, and then Conor McGregor. Maybe 3 different ways, right? And when they talk, they use all the same Floyd talking points. You know, I beat all the world champions. I beat more world champions than anybody. You know, I had, you know, I'm undefeated. I'm 50-0. I broke the live gate. They use all those talking points, right? But then there's so many holes in it that you can punch in it. I said, yeah, man, but back then they only had 1 belt. So, you know, in the welterweight division when Sugar Ray Robinson was boxing, they didn't have a WBA, WBO, WBC, and IBF. 4 different champions. Now it's 1 belt. And you got to fight everybody. And they had title fights and non-title fights. The guy who just became a fan of Money Made don't know that. And I know he don't know that. You get what I'm saying? I know he don't know that. Ecuador, what you say, fam? You say, keep in mind, Tank 27 years old, almost 28. And he's protected like Floyd still building them up. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Did you get what I'm saying? And this is what the brother's talking about. And what he's upset about is this. When Floyd was a fighter, and we talked about this yesterday. Was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? I say, dog, when Floyd was a fighter, he moved totally different. That's why I hate when these guys, like Leonard and stuff like that, they go to, oh, belts don't mean nothing. We care nothing about the belts. You know, who cares about this and that? Yeah, but how can you say that when the fighter, Floyd Mayweather, cared about his legacy? He cared about his belts. He bragged about belts. I never been undisputed, but I had 5 belts. 3 and 3. I had 3 at the welterweight division, and I had 2 in the junior middleweight division at the same time. That's greater than undisputed. So you brag about the belts in one breath. Hold on, let me tell you something. See, this for you Floyd Mayweather fans too. I got to show you Floyd Mayweather fans this. Have to. And I'm a fan of Floyd. I like Floyd a lot. But, me liking him is not going to allow me to cap for him. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference between me. I don't suffer from confirmation bias. I can like you, but still, hey, man, listen, man. I can like you, but still, check you at to say, hey, man, look here, man. Like, bro, like, right now, this double standard you're saying right here. Hold on, let's do this. Let's do this. Hold on. Let me pull this up. Let me pull this up. Hold on, let me see. I want y'all to look at this. And then I'm going to pull up Floyd. You can't tell me something ain't wrong with somebody who looks like this. Look. This is a confused, perplexed look on his face. Come on, man. This is a confused, it's like, you know how your dog turn their head like this here and give you that confused look? Like, what the fuck? You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Anyways, but let's move on. Let's move on. Now, Floyd don't care nothing about belts, right? Okay. Floyd, right? Sanctioned fee, this and that. I said, yeah, they're using the same Floyd Mayweather talking points. Yeah, I didn't know. They don't understand. See, they don't understand. And that's how you know they don't know Pretty Boy. That's how you know they don't know. That's how you know they don't know Pretty Boy Floyd. Floyd used to always brag about how many belts he won. He got all this, and you see most of these belts are WBC. He got all the belts. He got all his WBC, different WBC belts. He got the IBF right there, WBA right there. All he used to talk about is the belts he's won, the titles and stuff like that, the people he beat with the belts. He always flashed the belts. You can see right here. What was he doing when he was on Pretty Boy? When he was Pretty Boy. You see what I'm saying? Always flashing his belts. Always flashing his belts. Look at him. Always had his belts on. Steven Espinosa right behind. That's all he did. And this is what the brother talking about. This is all he did. See Sam Watson right there. Mauricio Suleiman. You see what I'm saying? This is all he did. That's all he did. He pointing at his belts right there. All the WBC belts he had. I don't know how many different versions of WBC he had. He had a whole lot of, hey, Bless. Bless, how many versions? I don't even know how many different versions of the WBC belt that he had. He had the Money Made belt, the Pretty Boy Floyd belt, the Baby Got Back WBC belt, the Hog Head Cheese belt, the PapaJohn.com belt. That's all he did. Look right here. This Pretty Boy Floyd. This ain't Money Mayweather. This Pretty Boy Floyd. Look right here. Y'all look at this. So when you dudes be coming over here, you Tank Davis fans and you Floyd Mayweather fans, oh man, belts don't mean that, sanctioning fees and all that stuff there. Well, it showed up meant a lot. It showed up meant a lot when the CEO of Mayweather Promotions was a boxer. It showed up meant a lot when he was a boxer. These dudes don't know. They don't know. These dudes don't know Pretty Boy Floyd. And you know they don't know Pretty Boy Floyd just based on their talking points. They don't know Pretty Boy Floyd. They don't know Pretty Boy Floyd. Right here, he got 50 Cent holding his belts. He got him. That's what him and 50 Cent hanging out. 50 Cent holding his belts. R.I.P. to Roger Mayweather. Roger Mayweather back there. 50 right there. And you see doggone Leonard, Booger Ray Leonard right there. He's so happy and smiling, ready to rub him down. And right there, you got 50 Cent holding his belts. If he didn't care about belts, how come the receipts don't show that? Why the receipts don't show that? Come on, man. Come on, man. That's all I'm saying, dog. I point out the hypocrisy and the double standards. I'm showing you this dude capping. And I like Floyd. But goddamn, dog, when you was a boxer, you wanted all the smoke from all the top fighters. A couple of fighters you didn't, you did kind of avoid and fought them later on, but that's neither here nor there. But for the most part, you wanted all the smoke. 130-pound Floyd Mayweather fought every goddamn body. He was a killer at 130 and 135. That was the best Floyd Mayweather right there. Pretty Boy Floyd is way better than Money Mayweather, in my opinion. And if you don't know Pretty Boy Floyd, you can't even have an argument with me about that. Now you can say, yeah, man, well, when he became Money Made, he made the most money. I ain't talking about money, because whether he made the most money or didn't make the most money, guess what? I ain't getting none of it anyways. You see what I'm saying? You know, shout out to Tay. What you say? You say, Coach, why you talking common sense? We here for laughs. I'm just saying. I'm just pointing out the hypocrisy. I'm pointing out the hypocrisy. That's all. That's all. You say what you say. You say them belts get you back row from Leonard. Y'all get talking. Hey, what you say? You said Ruben Guerrero, wife beater belt. R.I.P. What you say? You say always flashing his jewelry. Yeah, but you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? So now what they're doing is, Blast, what you say, sis? Now belts don't matter. Yeah, now belts don't matter. Now belts don't matter. You see what I'm saying? The double standard. Belts don't matter now. True. So the question I would have for Leonard Ellerbe and them is, okay, at one point in time when the belts didn't matter anymore. And you have a whole lot of people, yeah, man, that's smart, man. We ain't paying them sanctioning fees and this and that, this and that. That dude was paying sanctioning fees for years when he had belts. Yeah, he used to drop some of them. He used to drop them. But a lot of those belts he used to pay. He paid sanctioning fees for years with belts. Bro, like, I just point out the double standards, dog. I just point out the double standards. He say Floyd only cared about belts when they meant something. No. The belts have the same meaning today that they had back then. I think the only thing is when it meant something to him. See, what it is this is justification. See, this is what this is. This is what this is. This is how you continue to justify the bullshit. When your fighter don't have all of the belts, belts don't matter. If your fighter had all of the belts, belts would matter. Do you get what I'm saying? Shout out to Vo Madison. He said they care about belts just when the real one got the belts. Now they don't care. Yeah, man, for real though. True. You know what I mean? Shout out to Le Mansour. Hey, okay. Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over.
Salute, fam.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Eddie Val, what you say, fam? You say Floyd acts like a jealous high school girl that wants all the attention all the time. Harleen, what you say? You say Mayweather used to get a discount from Suleiman. Yeah, as a matter of fact, when people sit there talk about like I was listening to Dante's Boxing Nation one time, he was talking about how racist Mauricio Suleiman is, and you know this and that, and oh, see they show Canelo favor and this and that. I'm like, bro, man, cut that shit out. Mauricio Suleiman, he used to love Floyd Mayweather. Mauricio Suleiman didn't do just special favors for Canelo because he was Mexican. You forgot all about what about Floyd Mayweather? They loved Floyd Mayweather. Mauricio Suleiman. Was creating belts for him. Come on, man. What you say? You say belts have flooded the market. Yeah, all of the other belts have flooded the market. But when I say belts, belts, Black Man Travel, I'm talking about the 4 major belts. I'm talking about the 4 major belts. Yeah, the belts have followed. Yeah, belts have flooded the market from the other sanctioned bodies. But when I say belts, I'm only talking about the 4 major belts. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, man. But you see what I'm saying though? Yeah, man. You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, like when you these dudes don't know Pretty Boy Floyd. They got caught up on Floyd when he started hanging with 50 Cent. You know, maybe around that time, or maybe after that. Justin Bieber, Dancing with the Stars. You get what I'm saying? That Floyd cared about that, and this is what this brother's talking about. Let's say this shit one more time. Like, this is what this brother's talking about, and I totally agree. I totally agree with this. He's right. He's 100% right about this. He's 100% right about this. I totally agree with this. You see what I'm saying? Because I know where he's coming. I know where he's coming from. I know where this brother coming from with this. You see what I'm saying?
Oh.
Shakur Stevens, a hell of a fighter. Devin Haney, a hell of a fighter. But guess what? If Top Rank has Devin Haney and they got Shakur Stevens, then they need to fight each other. Don't worry about Tank. Remember,
That's Mayweather Protection Program. Dare to be great. You did it, Floyd. You dared to be great. When you was cooking at 130 and cooking at 135, you was trying to fight everybody. Sugar Shane Mosley ducked you. A host of fighters ducked you. But now you got Tank in the Mayweather Protection Program. Dare to be great. Stop protecting him. And all you Gervonta Tank Davis stands, y'all go ahead and defend that. That is nasty. That is nasty, and that is disgusting. That is the Mayweather Protection Program in its full flesh. That is nasty. Musty energy.
Oh, that's musty energy.
But you get what I'm saying? I get where this brother's coming from. Because he say, Floyd, you didn't move like this. And I said this. I said the same thing about Oscar De La Hoya. I said, man, we talked about this, Friday? I said, bro, the crazy part about this whole thing, man, when Floyd Mayweather and Oscar De La Hoya were fighters, especially Oscar De La Hoya, I have to put an emphasis on especially Oscar De La Hoya. He fought everybody. Literally, Oscar De La Hoya fought everybody. You name him, Oscar fought him. And Floyd, 130, 135. I remember when Sugar Shane Mosley didn't fight him. Sugar Shane didn't want to fight him. Now, there's a couple of fighters who wanted to fight Floyd. Margarito wanted to fight Floyd. Floyd didn't fight him. A couple of fighters. I think Paul Williams might have wanted to fight him and stuff like that. But for the most part, there was a lot of people that didn't want to fight. Quite a few of those guys didn't want to fight Floyd. He was too fast. His reflexes were out of this world. Cat-like reflexes. He was too fast. Had too much speed. You get what I'm saying? Like, this dude here, 130, 135, he was a motherfucker. But he's moving his fighter a different way. He's moving his fighter a different way. And I think that's what the people who criticize Floyd, that's what they criticize him for. Carlos, what you say? He said that's the business of boxing for you. Can't really blame Floyd. No, you can't blame Floyd. I'm going to tell you why you can blame Floyd. Because he's his own boss, right? He makes his own decisions. and he's his own boss. So since he his own boss and he makes his own decisions, he's consciously making decisions to go the opposite way for his fighter than he did in his career. You know, he say he's his own boss, right? He makes his own decisions. So you feel me? But I get what you're probably saying. You might be talking about from an attraction standpoint what they're doing. If that's what you're talking about, then I got you. I got you. What you say? You say we're not giving credit where credit is due, wasting time. They say when we can cover real boxer, don't you think, guys? Jeff Luciano, what you say? You say feel bad for Gotti when he fought Floyd. That was a blowout. Yeah, man, Floyd beat the brakes off of Arturo Gotti, man. He did, man. Hey, bro, listen, that was probably one of the worst beatings I've ever seen in the sport of boxing. Arturo Gotti ain't had no business, and I think Arturo Gotti was the A side in that fight. You know what I mean? Arturo Gotti ain't had no business in the ring with Floyd, Pretty boy Floyd. Had no business in the ring with him. No business in the ring with him. But I don't think he landed 3 punches the entire fight. He said Oscar has one of the best resumes I've ever seen. Eddie Val, what you say, fam? You say even 50 said that's why he get it. That's why he had to get away from Floyd early 2012ish, because Floyd's image was horrible for society. Just get money and burn it. Yeah, yeah, him and 50. Eddie Val, I don't know why they really fell out. Saying we can write. Yeah, we can write. Yeah, we can write. Yeah. That's my homeboy right here in Florida, man, Clearwater. I've been in the gym with Ricky Wright when I was a teenager, when I was boxing. Yep. Don King's gym, King Kong's boxing gym. He said we should stop talking about this duck, guys. That's too much coverage for the DuckTales. Let's talk about real boxers, please. Let's see. What you say, Warren? You say he fought Cotto and Pac late? Yeah. Yeah, because remember, Pacquiao, that fight, they was talking about that fight like way back in 2008, around that time. 2008, 2009, around that time. And yeah, around that time. Somewhere up in there when I remember. Yarmus, what you say, family? Say Floyd was in a unique situation. Yeah. I totally agree. That was lightning in a bottle. That'll never happen again. He said what you say when he broke his hand, that's when he kind of switched up the style more defensively. Well, he's always had brittle hands. And he's always used the shoulder roll. Even when he was Pretty Boy Floyd. He's always used it, but he was more of an offensive fighter. He fought more to get you out of there. You see what I'm saying? You know, a death by 1,000 paper cuts. He didn't have a lot of power, but he gonna hit your ass so many goddamn times. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? He had to move up so many damn times, so, you know. Vomatic, what you say? You say Pretty Boy had to fight because that era made you do so. You're right about that. That era there, and then another thing too, Vomatic, he was signed to Top Rank. You ain't gonna be signed no Top Rank and ain't fighting nobody. That's why I say, one thing I will say about Bob Arum, if you signed to his promotional company, you're gonna fight those other top guys. You're gonna fight them. You know what I mean? And let's get the lights up, guys. We got over 300 people in here. We got less than 200 lights. We got to get the lights over 200. But you get what I'm saying, though? You're gonna fight those other top guys. Let's see. I'm trying to get everybody in the chat. SC, what you say, fam? You say Hungry Floyd was the best. Yeah, it just too. When you think of Floyd, you just think it's two different eras. It's Pretty Boy Floyd and there's Money Mayweather. You know, Pretty Boy Floyd, in my opinion, was way better than Money Mayweather from a skill set standpoint. I think once he became Money Mayweather, he had to change his style up because he probably slowed down a bit, but he was still better than everyone else. And they was really key, really selective. Like, as a matter of fact, let's look at the matchups. You can look at the matchups. What was the way they matched his fights up after De La Hoya? That tells you the story. That tells you the story right there. That tells you the story. What you say, fam? You say Floyd ducked Cotto at 140, but after Margarito and Pac beatings, he was ready, just like Manny after Marquez KO. Yeah, bro, listen, bro, that was probably one of the worst KOs I ever seen in my life. Reach back, what you say, fam? You say Berto mentioned that Floyd wasn't a hard puncher, but he just hit hard enough to get your attention. Yeah, and that's the thing, right? That's the thing, right, Reese Mac? Like, I might not, shout out to my sister Lisa Bales. Yeah, I probably don't hit hard, but guess what? I'm gonna hit your ass so many goddamn times. I'm gonna hit you so many times. Guess what? It's death by 1,000 paper cuts. Diz, what you say, family? Say Big Rollo KO Spence. Hey, you know what? Big Rollo is a special fighter. He's a special fighter. I'm gonna say that, Diz. Big Rollo is a special fighter. He's very special. You know what I mean? He's a special fighter. What you say, family? Say Pac-Man fought Cotto after. So saying Floyd fought him late, then Pac fought Cotto even later. You get what I'm saying? Jaime says your top rank don't play. Yeah. Yeah, so back then, if you signed the top rank, you're gonna have to fight, bro. Everybody gotta fight each other. That's how that goes. As a matter of fact, hold on, guys, hold on. Gotta turn my light on. I just realized my light is on. I just realized my light is off. You get what I'm saying though? Like but you had to fight those guys. You had to fight a lot of those guys. That's just how that shit worked. But Rollo Romero, I'm not gonna say he's a hell of a fighter, like Floyd Mayweather would say. I would say he's a special fighter. He's very special. Yarman say the man made a billion. Yeah, he did. He made a bill. He damn so did. He grossed $1 billion in the sport of boxing. He did that. He damn so did that. Can't take that away from him. What you say, fam? You say can say money was more impressive because the talent wasn't the same, but the matchmaking was the key. Yeah, the matchmaking and the marketing. The marketing. Marketing, like, don't underestimate the power of marketing, bro. The power of marketing and advertising, don't underestimate the power of that. Bro, like, I think they learned, it was somebody in here said something. They said that they learned a lot from WWE Vince McMahon. And when I sit back and look at it, when you look at the production of 24/7 by HBO, and then of course they open up the door with their production and stuff like that, and the way they promoted their fights and showed the backstory and the way they did the narrations and stuff like that was like some out of a Hollywood script. You get what I'm saying? And if you look at All Access now of course I was talking about 24/7 with HBO. But if you look at some stuff like All Access now, Bless, they'll show us like they'll show like the All Access that they had with Errol Spence. And I don't know why they did that. It showed him on his farm, feeding his chickens and his cows and his horses, and I'm like, HBO would have been something like way more exciting. Or even when Floyd was still boxing, when he boxed on Showtime, like if go back and look at the Ghost Guerrero build up. Didn't nobody know who the hell Robert Guerrero was? Golden Boy fighter. Floyd fought on Golden Boy. A lot of those fights. A lot of those, like you can go to the Zone right now and see Floyd Mayweather on fights on the Zone because of Golden Boy, right? But you get what I'm saying? Their production though, their production was like they don't even, man. Reese Mack, what you say, fam? You say HBO had the best production? Yeah, absolutely. HBO had the bells. HBO had the best. HBO had the best. He said 24/7 was Floyd's idea, but Floyd got that from HBO though. That wasn't an original idea. It was a different name, but the concept was still the same. He got that from HBO because it was the same concept. They were doing the same shit for the most part. Yeah, man, but HBO, man, you know what, man? Damn, Cause I was thinking, right? Like those productions from HBO, they literally used to sell the fight. They literally used to get you hyped for the fight. You know, so they in my opinion, they could have did a better job. When Errol Spence was leading up to Ugas, they could have did a better job on that. I didn't like that one at all because I've seen better. I've seen better from those guys. He said Coach Dana White and Fertitta and the Fertitta Bros turned the UFC from a $2 million company to a $4 billion company with the WWE playbook. That is true. That is true.
True.
That is true. That is true because a lot of people, you know, a lot of people will say that a lot of people. I heard it. Well, hey, we had some people over here yesterday, right, saying that man, the MMA is dead. I'm like, the MMA is dead. What's the MMA you talking about? That's clearly someone who doesn't watch MMA. He said that the MMA is dead, and I'm like, how? Where is it dead at? Who told you that? And you know when a person says something like that, you know that they can't show you in the receipts that it's dead. There's no receipts out there that's showing that MMA is dead. You know, but so you get what I'm saying? Because if you do your research, you would know. And this is what I'm saying. You pretty much automatically know what comes out of a person's mouth. Pretty much, you know, where they get the information from, who they talking to, are they ignorant to a situation, to a subject matter? That's why I say, man, like, if you don't know Pretty Boy Floyd, I can't even talk to you. Because some of these talking points that they make Money Mayweather arguments. And they say that's Floyd Mayweather. Career. He always did. No, y'all, they don't know. And but I get it. I get it. Trust me, I get it. Shout out to Huggy Bell. What's going on, fam? He said, I don't think Oscar wanted any parts of Vernon or Winky right. I think matchmaking plays a role. 98% of superstar fighters. He said, when you're a blue chip fighter, you have to get it in and out, get it out of the mud. You're right about that, fam. But you know what though? I could give Oscar a pass for not fighting Winky Wright because a lot of people didn't want to fight Winky Wright back then. Nobody wanted to fight Winky Wright because stylistically, his style was a nightmare. He say, nah, coach, I think Floyd started 24/7. Yeah, I'm not saying that. I'm saying the idea, the concept came from HBO, is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That wasn't an original idea, is what I'm saying. He said when you're a blue chip fighter, you do have to get it from the mud. Yeah, Winky Wright, like stylistically, there ain't nobody, bro. Like I remember that shit, bro. No, Winky Wright had hell getting fights. He had hell getting fights back then. They know what you know what they were saying? His style was boring. He don't know how to. He don't sell out. The same shit they be saying today about certain fighters. His style boring. He ain't got no fan base like that. He not a draw. They were saying that about Winky Wright. Rail said clearly they don't watch MMA. No, they don't. They don't. Lisa, what you say, sis? HBO Boston production was the best. I totally agree. I totally agree. He said they confuse MMA with UFC. Yeah, the Boston Scholar. Yeah, you're right about that. I think, yeah, but I think the brother, I think he was talking about UFC. You know what I mean? That's what he meant, anyways. Because he said something about Dana White and all that stuff there, so I knew he was talking about UFC. He said, Coach, most weren't even born when Mayweather was fighting. Mayweather turned pro in 96. 96, he turned pro. I won't say most weren't born. I think a lot of them were born. I won't say most. But there's a segment of them that wasn't. There's a segment of them that's like 25, 26 years old, 27 years old, 23 years old, 24 years old, like Devin Haney and them age. And I think Tank is the oldest out of all of them. He'll be 28 years old. Those guys, like who was born in 1994, 1995, 1996, those guys, 1998, those guys, yeah. They don't know. All they know, they don't know. Oh man. Yeah, they don't know, fam. They don't know at all. G Pratt, what you say? You say HBO and Mayweather came up with 24/7. There was no 24/7 before Floyd. No, I never said that HBO came up with 24/7. I think y'all misunderstanding what I'm saying. HBO had HBO had 24/7. HBO had 24/7. Showtime had all access, right? Showtime got all access. So I don't want to conflate the two. So I think what I'm saying is the all access that Showtime came up with. That concept, that wasn't an original concept. That came from HBO because HBO had 24/7. HBO had 24/7. Now I know some of you guys are saying that, well, Floyd Mayweather came up with 24/7. I don't know exactly who came up with it. I can find out. I don't know if Floyd came up with it or HBO, but regardless of who came up with it or not, my whole point was the production on 24/7 with HBO was damn near flawless. They literally sold the fights. All access with Showtime, it's to me, it's not as good as from what I remember from HBO when they had 24/7. You know, even the announcers, when they had Larry Merchant, they had George Foreman, they had what's the other guy name? Guys, Martin Nash, shout out to Martin Nash. He said, I just found an article that says Floyd created the concept for 24/7 in 2007 for Oscar De La Hoya fight. Yeah, but what I'm saying is the production. He created the concept, fine. Okay, good. Round of applause. The production for 24/7 was way better, in my opinion, than All Access. So that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at that. Showtime got All Access, HBO got 24/7. And if you remember how the 24/7 was, 24/7, the way it was so climactic with the narrators, with the way they just built it up, the editing, bro, it was just literally like top of the line. Literally top of the line. You see what I'm saying? Literally top of the line. Yeah, Harold Letterman, they had Harold Letterman. Harold Letterman. Mark Nash said, he said, Coach, like y'all niggas, with this 24/7 shit go. Let this 24/7 shit go. Hey, man, Mark, man, you don't want to hear it. It is what it is, fam. Shout out to Diz. He said, Coach, what do you think about Drunken Master, a.k.a. Emmanuel Augustine? Emmanuel Augustine, his style was very, very unorthodox. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you, Diz. I wasn't a huge fan. I wasn't a huge fan of his, to be honest with you. I wasn't a huge fan of his. He was very, very difficult to fight. A lot of fighters called hell with him. I think he ended up with like maybe 17, 18 losses.
Unknown caller.
Damn. Somebody called in. Who called in? I'm not answering that. Yeah, I'm not answering that. We don't even have 200 likes here. You get what I'm saying? I really wasn't crazy. Yeah, Jim Lampley. Yeah, Jim Lampley. Yeah. I forgot all about Jim Lampley. What you say, Bless? You say that's not capping for Floyd. That's not capping for Floyd Mayweather.
Hey, okay.
Shout out to Bless for dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Yeah, man. He said that's not capping for Floyd Mayweather. Listen. All I'm saying, Bless, is this. The shit I see going on right now, I ain't got no problem with it. It is what it is. I don't accept it. But what this brother was talking about in the video that I showed you, he's saying that, listen, man, he don't like the way Floyd is moving right now as it relates to his fighters, period. And he reminding Floyd, hey, man, when you was Pretty Boy Floyd, all of the stuff that you say that you don't care about now, you cared about that when you was that fighter. You cared about your legacy. And truth be told, this is the why we talk about him right now today, because he had the legacy fights. My argument was this. I get it. I understand. Let me hit my sister with Down
from the bar, there's There's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
What I'm saying, what I'm saying, Bless, is this. I understand the concept of fighting the easy fights, not taking risks, having all of your faculties. Right? I get all that. But what about someone like Rolly Romero who doesn't belong in the ring with someone of a higher caliber? What about his faculties? What about, we just fuck him? I ain't got no problem with it now, because once you sign up to be a boxer, it comes with the territory. But you can argue both sides, but you get what I'm saying? Like, you can't argue both sides of the coin. If you're saying that you only care about your fighter who you love safety, okay, what about the other dude? Then now this dude running around hollering about he want to fight Errol Spence. We know that shit ain't gonna happen. You know what I mean? But still, shout out to E-Money.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that $2. Bam, super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Hey, E-Money say Drunken Master, the most raw fighter I've ever seen.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yeah, man, he ended up with a lot of losses, man. But I won't say he got robbed in every fight. You know, I won't say Manuel Augustus got robbed in every fight, but there was some fights that he got robbed in. I'm not going to lie. He gave Florida a hell of a fight. Stylistically, you know, he was an issue. But in my opinion, I think he fought too long, and he ended up with just unnecessary. Like, I don't know, man. I think a lot of those fighters, I think he probably kept fighting too long because he didn't have the money. I think he didn't have the money. What you say, fam? Jamo, you say, man, the more you talk, the more I want to give Floyd his flowers. He really is doing great. Tank versus Ryan is the biggest fight to make. Y'all, he said, y'all got me confused. No. I've always said that. That's the biggest fight to make. I don't think it'll happen, though. I don't think it'll happen, to be honest with you. That is the biggest fight to make, but I don't think it'll happen. Shout out to Jaime. Jaime, what you say, fam? You say Winky was the most avoided duck fighter I know. Yeah, a lot of people don't remember that, boy. Winky Wright, boy, didn't nobody want to fight Winky Wright. My homeboy from Clearwater. They didn't want to fight that boy from Clearwater. He wasn't like no Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman from Clearwater too. But I know Ricky Wright. I met him. We sparred in the same gyms before. This like 88, 89. I think Ricky Wright is like, what, maybe a year or two older than me? He might be a couple years older than me. But they didn't want to fight that dude. They didn't want to fight Winky Wright at all. A lot of people avoided him. Stylistically, they didn't like his style. He was the problem. He was the issue. The same shit you hearing now. Jaime, I know you remember this. You old enough to remember. Oh, man, he got a boring style. Same shit they say about what the boy name from Oakland, Devin Haney. Got a boring style. He's not entertaining. He's not a draw. All of those same arguments, that's what they're saying right now. Shout out to Mark Nash. What did he say, fam? He said, Coach, does Floyd fall under number 13 under the Boston Commandments? You mean the old school fighters? Yeah. Yeah, he fall under that. Floyd fall under that. He met the cutoff point. He's not a current boxer. Yeah, he fall under that. Him and Oscar De La Hoya. You say I checked 1973, fam? Okay. Him and Oscar De La Hoya. Benjamin, what you say, fam? You say nobody calls out Shakur? Because stylistically, see, this is the thing, Benjamin, like some people, remember, boxing is all about matchmaking. So these matchmakers know, man, goddamn, I don't know about this dude right here, man. This dude here, man, stylistically, man, this going to be a problem. This going to be a problem. You see what I'm saying? Benjamin, what you say? You say Drunken Master Floyd said, you say Drunken Master. Floyd said Emmanuel was hard. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, he was. Mark Nash, what you say, fam? You say Winky was dope, even though Larry Merchant used to describe him as boring. Yeah, listen, bro, that's what they used to do. That's what they used to do. Like Winky, right? They try to devalue him in the market. They talk so bad about him. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Like, bro, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. Like the stuff they used to do, man. And I'm dead serious, bro. The stuff they used to do, man, like when you're a fighter, that's on the coincidental list. When you're a fighter that's on the coincidental list, you're a fighter that's on the coincidental list, guys. That's how they do you. That's how they do you. They do you like that when you're on the coincidental list. That's how they do you. You know, they demean you in the public. Your style boring. You can't sell. This, that. All that's duck language. When I hear stuff like that, that's duck language. Because that's what it sounds like to me. And I used to say that back then. You say Winky's from St. Pete, right? Well, to be honest with you, Winky was really from I think he was born in DC, and I think he moved to Florida. So as of where he's from. But Winky grew up in Clearwater, St. Pete area. He grew up over there. He grew up on Clearwater, St. Pete. Because you know, all of that is Pinellas County. You see what I'm saying? St. Pete ain't that big and Clearwater ain't that big. So Haleen, what you say? You say Winky was the most avoided fighter. Yeah, they nobody want to fight. They nobody want to fight Winky, right? They don't want to fight Winky, right? He said Coach Vargas beat Winky. I'm trying to think what year that was. What year that was? Because I think Winky Wright got like 6 losses. I think he got like 5 or 6 losses, right? Yeah, Paul Williams beat him. Peter McQuillan beat him. B-Hop beat him. I remember B-Hop beat him. Got a draw with Jermaine Taylor. That was 1999. Vargas beat him majority decision. Yeah, that was 1999. I always forget what year that was. That was 1999 when Vargas beat him. Vargas now you're talking about Vargas. Vargas was a bad boy as well. He just bit off more than he can chew. Like I think they moved him too fast. He was trying to fight the top guys too fast, in my opinion. And he was trying to fight the top guys too fast. Vargas. Yeah, Fernando Vargas was something else, man. Fernando Vargas was something else. I don't know why they hold on. I'm pulling them up right now. Because I'm pulling Vargas up right now. I know he lost to Sugar Shane Mosley twice. I think let me pull it up. Let's see. I think he lost to Trinidad. He lost to De La Hoya. Let me pull him up. Trinidad, De La Hoya, right? Right, guys? Let me see. Hold on. I got him right here. Okay, yeah. Listen. Vargas was a bad boy too, man. Shit, he beat Winky Wright, Ike Cortez, lost to Felix Trinidad. He hadn't been to fight Felix Trinidad. He hadn't been to fight Tito. But he wanted all the smoke. De La Hoya stopped him, 11th round. Sugar Shane Mosley beat him back to back, stopped him twice. And Mayorga, he lost to Mayorga too. He lost his last 3 fights. So, Jose, what you say, fam? You say fight. You say fight in Vegas. Alex Stadium Raiders play the full maximum gate fee. The Boston Scholar, what you say? You say people always say styles make fights. What does Vargas beating Winky Wright have to do with anything? Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't have anything. It doesn't have anything to do. It doesn't have anything to do with it. The Boston Scholar. You know what I mean? I mean, he beat him, but it doesn't have anything to do with that. He got a majority decision on him. What you say? G? You say, Coach, did you watch the video with Rafael Benitez? Which one? You said Rafael Benitez when he fought Salvador Sanchez? Which one you talking about? You sent me a video? Shaka, what you said? You say he was so young. Yeah, like, yeah, you get what I'm saying? Vargas was what? How old was Vargas when he fought? How old was Vargas when he fought? When he fought Ike Cortez? Let's see. That was 2000. Ike Cortez wasn't in his prime anymore, I don't think. But I think when he fought Ike Cortez, let's see, Vargas was I'm trying to figure out how old he was. Okay, yeah, he's 44 now. He's 44 now. So he's 4 years younger than me. When he fought Ike Cortez, I think he was 23? 23, right? I think he was 23. It's like 23, right? I think he was like 23 years old when he fought Ike Cortez. Because he was born in 1977. Yeah, I think he was 23. They fought in 2000. I think it was 23. What you say? You say Cortez was done at 54. Yeah. Yeah, Cortez, Cortez was done. He was done at 54. I totally agree with that. What you say, we need a Salvador Sanchez doc, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, but I'm going to tell Blood to put a documentary together for Salvador Sanchez. So, Salvador Sanchez is my favorite Mexican fighter of all time, period. He was my favorite Mexican fighter of all time, period. I love Salvador Sanchez. G. Martinez, what you say? You say DAZN and Showtime need to collab for Tank Ryan fight. I don't have Showtime, so I'm going to have to pay for it. I'll pay for the sub. Yeah, pay for the subscription. I have it right here. Well, I have cable, so but I have DAZN. So that, they need to make that fight. It ain't gonna happen, bro. It ain't gonna happen, bro. I feel you on that, bro. I feel you on that. Mark Nash, what you say? You say, man, Ike Cortez got robbed several times. Yeah, he did. I thought Ike Cortez got robbed against Oscar De La Hoya. I thought Ike Cortez got robbed by Oscar De La Hoya. I'm dead ass serious, bro. I'm dead ass serious. I thought that Ike Cortez won that fight. Literally. He says, you like Salvador over Tyson? I mean, Salvador Sanchez is one of my favorite fighters. I don't have a fighter who I would say I like over such and such, but yeah, I mean, Salvador Sanchez is one of my favorite fighters, bro. Like, I got a whole list of them. My favorite fighter, I like Sugar Ray Robinson over any fighter. Over Tyson, Lennox Lewis, Larry Holmes, Ali. Sugar Ray Robinson is my favorite fighter. But Salvador Sanchez, he's up there with me. He's up there with me. He's like in my top 5. You say MC Tasty. You say Salvador is so relaxed in the ring. Yeah, very, very relaxed. And I like the way, I like his shoulder roll when he pulling out. What you say, boxing with when if you watch the way Salvador Sanchez fights, he has perfect balance in between his shots. He can fight, he can fight mid-range, close range, and the way he used to slip shots and come back and counter. And then whenever he pulls straight back, if he did ever pull straight back, he'll always have that shoulder roll. He'll come out in that shoulder roll. You hit the shoulder, and then he'll come right back inside. Pause. He'll come right back inside the pocket, rather. Let me be more descriptive. He'll come right back inside the pocket and let his offense off. Like, brother, it's watching Salvador Sanchez like watching poetry in motion, bro. I believe Blood do have a doc on Salvador, if I'm not mistaken. I need to look that up. What you say, F Society say the Hawk was a beast. Yeah, the Hawk was a beast. You say Salvador too small. Super featherweight. I mean, he was big for a featherweight. He was big for a featherweight. Ain't super featherweight, so up and down. He said I had Ike Cortez beating Oscar, but either way, great fight. Yeah, it was a good fight. Back then, if you wanted to beat Oscar De La Hoya, you really had to beat him. You see what I'm saying? If it's anything close, he always got the benefit of the doubt in fights. I didn't win against Oscar. I mean, that's your opinion. I mean, we know he didn't win. We know Oscar De La Hoya won, but I felt like he won. I felt like that that Ike Cortez won the fight. And there's nothing that you're going to say that's going to change my mind on that. What you say, Tay? You say favorite fighter, Big Rollo. Hey, you bullshit. Hey, hey, you say Salvador Sanchez was the definition of wanting all the smoke. My man got a better resume at 23 than damn near anyone. Yeah, he does. He got to listen, but again, he has a great resume. And then he fought a guy. He fought a guy that came from Ghana by the name of the great Azuma Nelson. And the guy he fought had 13 fights, professional fights at the time. You would say, okay, he ain't got no minute fighting this dude. Now, and I think Azuma Nelson was a replacement. Azuma Nelson was a Don King fighter. When they fought, bro, Azuma Nelson name was etched in stone from that fight forward. I'm gonna tell you why. Because that was the fight. If it was the one fight that put him on the map, it was that fight. And because even though he lost that fight, he got knocked down a couple of times, and I think he got knocked down. I want to say maybe the 9th or 10th, and I think he got stopped in the 15th round. They fought 15 rounders. But he put on such a good outing against Salvador Sanchez that put the boxing world in the featherweight division on notice. And hey man, as you know, he became a legend. Azuma Nelson became a legend, and that's why I call him the great Azuma Nelson. And the dude only had 13 fights, and I think he was young. He was young as well. These dudes, they had the fights in their 20s. There was no, but these guys had the experience too now. They had the experience too, but I'm just saying, man, the things are different now. And I kind of like Myrrh asked earlier, is boxing more concerned with finding entertainers who can box or boxers who can entertain? And I would say it's more entertainers that can box, in my opinion. Because you have fighters like even though when they say sometimes, yeah, man, fans want to see fighters get knockouts. Yeah, well, there's a couple of fighters who get knockouts right now, and they don't have the popularity or the fame that some other fighters that get knockouts. So I don't even think it's just even about knockouts. It's either they like you or they don't like you, regardless of what. You see what I'm saying? And I just think sometimes it just comes down to that. Boxing, what you say, Myrrh? You say, yes, he beat Azuma Nelson in a great fight. Yeah, 15 rounder. Diallo Huggy, you say, do you think he cherry picked Azuma? You know what? From what I remember, Huggy Bear, I think Azuma Nelson, when he passed, not Azuma Nelson, Salvador Sanchez, when did he die? He passed away in his car accident, I think 1982. He passed away right after he fought Azuma Nelson, if I'm not mistaken. I think Azuma Nelson was a replacement. I'm not sure. Don't hold me to that, but I think Azuma Nelson was like a late replacement. Whatever fighter that that Salvador Sanchez was going to fight, this I was 8 years old, so don't hold me to it. But I think the guy pulled out of the fight, and then Azuma Nelson was a replacement. No one expected Azuma Nelson to do that. No one. One of the best fights I've seen. Shout out to Arlette in the building. Mom, what you say? It was a classic. Yes, it was.
True.
Yes, sir.
True.
He said the casual don't know. Sanchez died at 23, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he passed away at 23 years old. And he had 46 fights. At 23, he had 46 fights. And Myron, I remember me and you was talking one time, and it's like, that's why the reason why I don't like to compare the errors. I don't like to compare today's error to yesterday's error, because there's really no comparison. You get what I'm saying? Because back then the criteria was different. Now the criteria is, back then they used to make arguments for why we should get fights. Today they made arguments for why we shouldn't get fights. And I think that's the difference. Today, they made arguments. Yesterday, we made arguments for why we should get fights, and we got those fights. Today, they made arguments for why we shouldn't get fights. The top guys. So I don't like comparing the errors because it's just bro, to be honest with you, boxing in that era, to me, was boxing. I think today, it's something else. It's still boxing, but it's not boxing. If you're an old school guy, you know what I'm talking about. If you're an old school guy, what I'm saying to you, you're not confused about what I'm saying. It's boxing today, but it's not boxing. And that's the, you know, for those who know, for those who understand what I'm saying, like the old school guys, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. It's just different. That's why I don't like comparing. I don't like comparing errors. It's just different now. He said, who's the last fighters? He said, who's the last fighters you consider to be old school fighters? That's a good question. Floyd Mayweather, Sugar Shane Mosley, Oscar De La Hoya, Bernard Hopkins, Roy Jones, James Lights Out Tony, Simon Brown. I don't know why Simon Brown not in the Hall of Fame. Simon Brown. I mean, pretty much a lot of the, I gotta think, but a lot of the, you know, the Hulk. I gotta think it's a lot of them, but I would say that era there, that I want to say that 1984 class, 1988 class, Pernell Whitaker's 84 class out of the Olympics, the Holyfields, the Tysons, the Lennox Lewises, again, the Roy Jones, the Bernard Hopkins, Floyd Mayweather. He comes, that I would say that was the end of that particular era. Now there's a different era, and the criteria is different today. The criteria is different today. The Winky Wrights, the you know, Tito Trinidad, that whole era right there. That whole era right there. What you say, it's WWE today. Dodge. Yeah, it's more, yeah, yeah, it's more. Myrrh say, nope, it's a headache comparing them. It makes true fans and content creators like ourselves depressed. Yeah, it's very depressing. It's very depressing. Like, man, bro, there's no comparison. Like, I can honestly say there's not a fighter that's boxing today. Maybe one or two. Okay, maybe 5 fighters. Maybe 5 to 6 fighters. Fuck it, I'll just say 7, because I don't want to leave nobody out. I'll say maybe 7 fighters out of, you know, and if I say that, I'm really going to be looking more to the lighter weight divisions. But there, I want to make sure I word this right. Today, as the brother would say, it's more WWE. There's no comparison. When you look at the way a lot of these fighters are moving today, there's no comparison. I think the thing that throws a lot of us off, especially people who've been watching boxing a long time, like me and Myrrh and Blood and other people in the chat, Jaime Rivera, Bruce Gas, we see the criteria has changed. It went from everybody wanted to fight the best, be a champion, to your style born. Even if you are a champion in today's time, if we don't like it, if your style is boring, the belts don't mean nothing. And the crazy part about it, these old school guys like Floyd Mayweather are the ones who are changing the rules. That's what's so disheartening with Floyd. The old school fighters like Floyd Mayweather are the ones who changing the rules, are the ones who pushing it. The belts don't mean nothing. Oh, you ain't got to fight that guy. Oh, you ain't got to fight that guy. We gonna continue to rob the bank, stuff like that. And I'm like, you get what I'm saying? So it's the old school guys, not all of them, but I'm saying the ones who are promoters. The 2 old school guys that are promoters are the ones who's pushing this. But more so Floyd Mayweather are the ones who's pushing the new boxing now. I call this new boxing. That's what we're gonna call it. You have boxing, and then you have what? New age boxing. This is new age boxing. New age boxing is different from the old school boxing. This new age boxing. That's the word I'm looking for. The new age. It's new age. Shout out to A-Side Boxing Talk.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that $2. Bam! Super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Hey, what you say, A-Side Boxing Talk? What you say, fam? You say, coach, it's not boxing. It's sports entertainment. Bingo. True. A-Side Boxing Talk. You hit the nail right on the head.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Shout out to Myrrh.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Myrrh, what you say, fam? You say it didn't matter what you looked like back in the day. You was judged purely on your skills. Now, if you look soft and can throw a punch, they promote you. Oh, you can't forget about the Instagram follows. Are you popping on Twitter?
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Myrrh said, see your face, coach, deep sigh. It says it all. Yeah, it says it all, bro. Hey, I was trying to think. I'm like, you know what? God damn. Oh, man, Myrrh, you made me think then. I'm like, God damn, I can't, Usyk want to smoke. Literally, it's just crazy right now. Again, this is sports entertainment, boxing. This is not boxing. What you're seeing today is sports entertainment. It's not boxing. I'm saying to me, it's not boxing. Shout out to Big Mo.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that $2. Bam! Super chat on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
He said, Big Mo said, today's era is much better. You stuck in your old ways. I totally disagree. You have transformed into the new ways. I totally disagree.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
You can't give me no examples. You can't give me no examples of today's boxing being better. Not none. I'll body you on that. Easy. All I gotta do is pull up a couple of fighters. I pull up a couple of fighters from the old school. I pull up a couple of fighters and body you easy on that. But that's your opinion, though. We can agree to disagree. I'm not here to convince you otherwise. Believe what you want to believe, but it ain't shit you gonna say out of your mouth or type that's gonna get me to believe that shit. Nothing. He said I'm watching a Haney fight now. That boy. Hey, why y'all be hating on Devin, man? He said I'm watching a Haney fight right now. He said that boring shit is BS. Hey man, which fight you watching? YouTube 91. What you say? He said this shit is sports entertainment, not boxing. It's sports entertainment now. Anybody telling me sports entertainment is better today than real boxing? I'm not even go. I'm not shit. I can't even talk to a person like that. I'm like, yeah, okay, nigga, whatever. He said y'all always call Adele boring. If you don't respect the skill and talent, just say that. Or not only that, even the fighters. I would say this, Bless, if the fighters who may not like a person whose style may be boring or whatever the case may be, go fight him and beat him. Go fight him and beat him. Go fight him and beat him. What you say? You say that was a good fight with Floyd, the Drunken Master. Yeah. That was a damn good fight. He said, comment of the day, A-Town, definitely that. He said that's why Jake Paul is able to come in and pretend to be one of the biggest boxers today. Yeah, pretty much. Jake Paul is more entertainment. It's more entertainment. He's more entertainment. More entertainment, more, hell, he even got a I think he had a network deal with Showtime, if I'm not mistaken. Hey, what you say, Coach? The knockdown 305. Coach, he said,
Fuck you all rolling up on 4 cars.
He must don't know. He can't know. He can't know.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. E-Money, shout out to E-Money.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Let me open up the phone lines. We're going to rock out for another 25 minutes. Anybody want to call in, y'all call into the show. Open up the phone lines. Phone lines right there. 530-494-9636. Let's get it. Who want it? Let's get it. Who want it? E-Money, what's going on, fam? He say, Coach, you think the heavyweight game will look like he did in the early 2000s if Ike Abuche didn't get arrested? He was pretty special. Yeah, Ike Abuche was a bad boy. One of my favorite knockouts by him was when he knocked out what was it? Chris Bird? Yeah, Chris Bird. Ike Abuche was a bad boy. I think what changed with the heavyweights as well is we don't have a lot of good American heavyweights. We don't have a lot of good American heavyweights, E-Money. So, you know, you had a lot more talent back then, you know, like back in that era, like from 85 on up to the early parts of the 2000s with David Toole and stuff like that. And what's my main man name? I always forget my main man name, man. You know, of course, we know George came out of retirement, but not Holyfield, not Lennox Lewis, Ray Mercers and stuff like that. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? He said you could talk till your lips fall off. I disagree with you. Yeah. Talk till your lips fall off. You got that from me. I'm the one that say that. Well, yeah, we can disagree. I ain't got no problem with that. We just agree to disagree. He say, and I totally agree with you. We can talk till your lips fall off. So appreciate the $2 though. He said, Coach, we can love Haney, but those fights be like NyQuil. Hey, G Bowles, what did he say? He said Sugar Ray Robinson was undefeated with 100 fights before he got his title. You say title? Oh yeah, title bout. You know the mafia controlled a lot of boxing back then too. You know what I mean? You already know that. The mafia controlled a lot of boxing back then. Hey, what you say, fam? What you say, fam? You say, Coach. Also, back in the day, amateur boxing had a bigger platform and groomed prospects into the Olympics to professional. It's not like that anymore. You're right about that. You know what? I'm glad. It's amazing you said something about the Olympics, AI. And I think, I'm not sure, but I was reading somewhere. I was reading an article. I think that the Olympics are going to get rid of boxing. Boxing is not going to be a part of the Olympics anymore, for what I was reading. And I think it goes into effect. What is this, 2022? Damn, when does it go into effect? I would think like 2028, something like that. I'm not sure, AI. Let me get some confirmation on that. I'm not sure, but let me get some confirmation on that. Shout out to what you say? Shout out to Lisa. Lisa say, she say, thanks, Deborah. Just trying to get through the heat. Oh, you and that, yeah. You know, it's a heat wave. It's a heat wave. You ought to know what time it is. It's hot in the mug out there. Shout out to my sister Deborah Booker.
Hey, okay.
For dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Shout out to my sis. My sis she say send it to your boy. She say send it to my boy Coach Malachi, my favorite man on YouTube. I appreciate that shit. I appreciate it. You know what? I hit the goddamn wrong button. Where my main man Fly Guy at? Fly Guy, where you at, boy?
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Hey, Ali, he talking about some, no comment on the mafia. You always no commenting on something. Hey, Ali, you always no commenting on something. Anything about Don King, no comment. Anything about Lennox Lewis, you got a whole bunch of comments. Hey, when it comes to Lennox Lewis, you know what? I'm sorry, Holly. I don't want to get you started. I know how you will. You said I prefer Shakur over Devin, but that's all preference. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Some fighters like Devin Haney, he might not have the best fan-friendly style, and he doesn't. He doesn't have the best fan-friendly style. But you know me, I do like and admire the sweet science I will say this. Marquis. It's up to the fighters who someone like a Devin Haney is fighting. It's up to them to make the fight more exciting. It's up to them to make the fight more exciting. Phone lines open, 530-494-9636. I remember when we was watching, we went live for the Devin Haney, we went live for the Haney Cambosos fight. And of course, people were saying, oh man, this fight boring, man, yada, 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 yada. And Devin Haney ain't got no power. And all I kept thinking about was, okay, if he didn't have any power and his fight was boring, what role did George Cambosos play in that? You get what I'm saying? Because I'm like, okay, with George Cambosos, it ain't like he just run in there and say, oh, these punches are, these punches are soft. He pillow fist. I'm gonna just come in there and take the fight to him. Why he couldn't take the fight to him? Why he didn't run through pillow fist and impose his will? He was saying he was the emperor, right? I'm the emperor. Remember that shit? I'm the emperor. How come the emperor didn't impose his will on his subject? You see what I'm saying? How come the emperor didn't impose the will on the subject? No caller ID. Let's see who no caller ID is. We got no caller ID. I wonder who this is. I wonder this Jason Mones. I ain't heard nothing from this dude in a while. No caller ID. This might be a troll. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Jason Mones. I haven't heard from you for a while. Hey, Jason, why didn't you upgrade your phone, my brother? You still sound muffled and, why didn't you upgrade your phone, my brother? What's going on? Talk to me. All right, Jason Mones from Indiana hung up. He hung the phone up. One of my favorite stalkers, Jason Mones. Haven't heard from him in a while. I blocked him, but haven't heard from him in a while, so I personally blocked him myself. I kind of got tired of him, but call back, Jason, whenever you upgrade your phone, please. Goddamn, you still got that same Obama phone, I see. Shout out to Bless 365.
Hey, okay.
We're dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
What you say? You say, shout out to Bless. Bless say, facts.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
You get what I'm saying, though. You get what I'm saying. Yeah, Bless. RM, what you say? You say, I disagree, coach. You want fighters to play. You said you want fighters to play into pillow fist hands and their tempo and strategies. What I'm saying is, if if a fighter doesn't hit hard, that means that, hey, when he hits you, you know what I mean? That means that when he hits you, it doesn't affect you. You should better just to walk through those punches and take the fight to him. You get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? If that's the case, because you saying, oh man, he pillow fist, he don't hit hard. Okay, well shit, tell George Cambosos that. What I'm trying to say is he must have hit hard enough in order to keep George Cambosos off of him, because he wasn't breaking his neck running in there to get those punches. Jason Moles from what you say, from the fifth floor? Yeah, from the fifth floor. Yeah, man. Yeah, Jason Moles still got that same goddamn phone. Oh, he said Broner said I'm going back to sleep, y'all. Yeah, man, he might as well. Shout out to Misfit. Shout out my sister Misfit. Reese Mack, you say Obama phone. Yeah, they still got them Obama phone. Hey, that's what killed me. Like a lot of these dudes, they be doing a whole lot of, I'm like, damn, bro, y'all nigga, I'm getting money, and you broke, I got this, I got that, yada, 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 yada. Dude, how come you keep calling from that same Obama phone, though? Like, literally, these are the phones they gave out. You got that same Obama phone. Why you got this same reception? Come on, man. That's all I be saying. Myra, what you say, my brother? You say facts. You say George was have felt something harder than pillows. Talking about, I guess, yeah, you talking about George. Yeah, he must. You trying to say he must have felt something harder than pillows? Yeah, exactly. He don't hit hard. Okay, well, tell George Cambosos that. Walk through him then. You say yes, he's supposed to pay a dub for calling. Look at Schoolo. True. Hey, Schoolo ain't man like that. He's supposed to pay a dub. He got to pay the call. You know what I mean? Need a grand to speak to me. He said Devin must be beating people's favorites. all this hate is weird. That's all I be saying. Like, okay, cool. He pillow fist, he don't hit hard. All right, fine. Somebody explain to me why the emperor and George Camboso said he was the emperor, right? He was the emperor. Somebody explain to me why the emperor just couldn't run in there. Why he ain't just running there and putting them paws back on? You see what I'm saying? Why ain't putting them paws? That's all I want to know. If he pillow fist, I'm gonna just run through this shit and knock his ass out. You know? He said, would you say a new way, a fan-friendly style, get their ass up out of there in 6 rounds or less. Yeah, but you know what, a new way is not really known in America though. But he does have a fan-friendly style. But he's not known in America. Now he's huge. We know he's huge in Japan. In Japan, a new way is he that guy. He that guy. A new way is that guy. What you say, Kenneth? You say I don't hate Devin, but he won it all too quick. He won it all too quick. Talking about Devin? Shit, he got it all too quick. He got all the belts. Devin Haney is what, 24 years old, 23, 24? He can at least call from a text number. If he don't want to give his number. Yeah, no, he's a troll. So that's what it is, Misfit. He's a troll. So I mean, he calls it. He tried to troll me, but it doesn't work. It doesn't work with me. Like he's a troll. That's all. He doesn't troll. He don't threaten me before. I don't have phone call dudes telling me they gonna physically bring bodily harm to me when they see me and all this shit. They're like, yeah, nigga, whatever. So you know how that is. You know how that these dudes just be trolling. That's all. They ain't gonna do that. They just be trolling. That's all. He just one of my stalkers. Him. There's a couple of them. Him. He one of them. Another dude got a physical attraction with me. What the dude name? Saquon from Brooklyn. That's another troll. He got he sends super chats every now and then, but he got an attraction with me. He always, I don't like to see you wearing tank tops on your show. And why are you wearing a tank top? And I don't like the fact that you have big shoulders and a big chest. Why are you doing that? You know, I don't want when I come to your show, I don't want to see that. You know what I mean? Like, bro, like weird, like with the crazy stuff like this. Now, nigga, why you sitting there body jocking? Why you sitting there? You get what I'm saying? That's my goddamn show. Well, I don't want to see that. Okay, but leave. You can leave. You get what I'm saying? Some of these dudes is crazy, man. Some of these dudes is crazy. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, Bless. I don't know what to say about it. Shout out to Hyman. What you say? You say Jason Mones is a joke. You keep disrespecting him, and he keeps coming back. Yeah. Coach, Coach, what does your hair look like? What does your edge look like? I don't like your edge. What does your edge look like? Oh, you do have an edge. Like, bro, these men, some of these dudes, something wrong with these dudes, man. Something is wrong with these dudes. Like these dudes are really, 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 really like they moist for real, man. I just don't get it. Bless, I really don't get it. I really don't get it. Some of these dudes, they got like, and I don't go that way, man. More power if you're part of the LGBT community, more power to you. But caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
It's Jerry, calling from Baltimore.
Jerry from Baltimore. Talk to me.
Yeah. My take on Devin Haney. Devin Haney, yes, he can punch just hard enough to keep you from barreling in on him. I think he could probably punch better if he set down on his punches from time to time. But why people give him criticism, myself included, is if you look at the Kambosos fight, it was a jab and grab fest. He jabs and then he grabs. And it's very difficult when you're fighting a fighter that's going to do that. It's very difficult to get off any sustained offense. Plus, Kambosos is basically a small lightweight. He's a natural lightweight. And if you're not stronger than your opponent and he's grabbing you, it makes it almost impossible to do much about it. And it also affects your marketability. And this is why you have very poor market sales for the Diaz fight right in Vegas. That's the fight capital. That's his adopted hometown. It's effective strategy, but if he comes back after this rematch with Kambosos, if that happens, and he finds it hard to get fights, you're going to have to look at the fight like against Kambosos. He was better than Kambosos in every way a fighter can be better than another fighter. And that's the big difference I see between some of today's fighters and yesteryear's fighters. Yesteryear's fighters took chances to be great. If Ray Leonard was that much better than his opponent, than Haney was from Cambosis, believe you was going to know it. He was going to get him up out of there. He wasn't going to jab and grab and just make it a strategic fight like that. I'm going to give Haney a pass because he was fighting on foreign soul and he was fighting for all the marbles. But the next time I see Haney in the ring and he's that much better than his opponent, I'm going to expect more from him.
So you know they have the rematch coming up. I don't know exactly what the date is, Jerry, but in the rematch, what is it that you would like to see? You said you would like for him to sit more on his punches to try to get the KO or the stoppage.
Yeah, how about some combination punching? What's wrong with that? Go watch Ray Leonard. Ray Leonard oftentimes fought guys bigger than them. He couldn't maybe bowl them over, but he would use hand speed, combination punching. Haney's got fast hands. Why not let him go? Yeah. Why be so content, with a style that frankly it can be effective, of course, but you're not going to make any fans like that.
Yeah.
You're going to make very few fans fighting like that. And what I'm saying is, watching that fight, it was clear to me that Haney had all the physical advantages, but he also had all the skill advantages. He had every advantage over Cambosis. And that's a moment to seize greatness and leave an impression. Ryan Garcia, I see he's getting, some praise and a lot of criticism for his fight this past weekend. But that's what you do when you're in there against a guy that you should be. You should look good like that.
Right.
And that way you're going to get some attention by doing that. Plus, like I was telling a guy the other night, when you talk about potential fights, these promoters, it's not the number one factor. The money, of course, is the number one factor, but they also look at the style matchup, because you can lose a fight and garner fans, kind of like Pitbull Cruz did when he fought Tank.
Right.
He lost the fight. I thought he won the fight, but he lost the fight. But his status went. Yeah, but he lost, but his status went up, and he made fans. But if he would have fought Devin Haney, and Haney fought like he did against Cambosis, probably nobody would be talking at all about Pitbull Cruz. You see what I mean? So as a potential matchup for a promoter, of course they look at what kind of fight the fight might be, because you can garner fans in a loss, but in a boring fight, even if you win, if it's a dreadfully boring fight, and I can appreciate a good boxer, but if you're going to tell me that you're a master boxer, then I want to see some combination punching. I want to see, master boxers also will fight on the inside and stand in front of you and make you miss, kind of the way Whitaker did and Floyd. Don't just jab and grab. That's going to bore people, and they're going to say what people say about Devin Haney.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, Jerry. Thank you for calling in. Thank you so much for calling in. Jerry for Be More. Salute to you. I get what Jerry is saying, right? But the counter argument to that is this: when Devin Haney went into this fight with George Kambosos, and I think I don't know if Jerry acknowledged that, but he clearly went into it with a game plan. And the game plan was, we knew what George Kambosos likes to do. So he went in there with the sole purposes of executing the game plan to take that away from him. After the fight, though, I remember when he was on, I think Devin Haney was on the Boxing Voice. I was watching the interview. And they were saying the same thing. They were like, man, why you didn't, go for the gusto, or why you didn't take more chances in the fight? And Devin Haney said that, that wasn't the game plan. Our game plan was to outbox him. And, we know what he liked to do. And pretty much George Kambosos, he didn't make any adjustments. And by him doing the same thing over and over and over for 12 rounds, it made it very predictable. He came with a very predictable game plan. And literally, this guy got beat with the jab and the check left hook. And when they got close, Devin Haney tied each other up. Devin Haney tied up. And for me, if Kambosos would have done something, I get Jerry's argument, but for me, Kambosos, since he's supposed to be the emperor, he was supposed to not continue to do the same thing over and over and over. He literally had the same game plan from the first round to the 12th round and did not make any adjustments. And that's the issue that I have with George Kambosos. And he could have, it's other things that he could have done to make adjustments. But I get what he's saying. He's saying it's very difficult. It's very difficult to do that. But that's why I disagree with him on. But other than that, that's it. Shout out to my sister Bless 365.
Hey, okay.
Dropping that quarter of a bam dub on your boy.
Hey, Leroy.
Super chat received.
Playtime's over, boy.
Bless say bye, Jerry, respectfully.
Down from the bar, there's a platform stage. People pimping, sharp as razor blades.
Yeah, but I get his points, though. I do get his points. Especially with the boxing fans, because the thing is, you know, fans do. And hold on, that's another thing. I almost lost my point. When he was in the Boxing Voice, they did ask him. When he was on the Boxing Voice, they did ask him. They say, why you didn't do this? Go for it. And he said that the last time he tried to sit on his punches and trade and go at it, he got clipped. He said he got clipped by Jorge Linares, so he didn't want to make that same mistake, so he stuck to the game plan. That's what he said on the Boxing Voice. Carter, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's going on, Coach? It's A-Side Boxing Talk. What's up?
A-Side Boxing, talk to me, fam.
Hey, Coach, listen, I understand everything your man Jerry was saying, Coach, but at the end of the day, they got to understand that this is a grown man game and it ain't for kids, man. Right. If Devin Haney is punching and grabbing, well, guess what? His opponent had an 8-week training camp, and he's supposed to know at a professional level how to mute that. Right. I hate when guys say, "Oh, he ran all night." Listen, it's your job in training camp to learn how to cut a ring off. Yeah. Don't get up here talking about, "Oh, I hate the way he run," or he pillow fit. He can't. If he pillow fits it, walk through him. If he's running, cut the ring off. You know what I'm saying? If he's snatching it. One thing I would say about Errol Spence, and me and one of my family members was talking about this the other day. Errol Spence don't let you hold him. When Errol Spence is working in the pocket and he getting that clinch, you get the grabbing. Yeah, he don't let you hold him. Watch any footage and you will see that. That's because true. At the end of the day, that's the space that he likes to work in. If you know what type of fighter you are, if you're a come for a fighter, you got to cut the ring off. Yeah. If you are a jabber only, you got to be able to move. Yeah. These guys want to play the handicap game and tell you what you can and cannot do, and that's not how boxing works. Yeah. No, hey, you know what? A-Side Boxing Talk. Before I let you go, you hit the nail right on the head. This guy, and that was my argument. Okay, well, he said he was the emperor. You said you was gonna do A, B, C, and D to Devin Haney when you get him in the ring. You said all this shit. So okay, so you really the pressure's on you. You the one that said that you were gonna do A, B, C, and D to Devin Haney. Literally, I saw you get beat with one arm. You got beat with a jab and a check left hook and the entire night long. So you didn't make any adjustments for 12 rounds. So I get your argument. Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry about that. And guess what? That was a brilliant thing for Devin Haney to do. Why? Because he got to fight you again. Yeah. And all you seen was a jab from Devin. Devin seen your whole arsenal, or what at least you thought was your arsenal. All you seen was a jab from this young man. You still got to worry about combinations, the right hand coming. So all of that stuff that people want to see Devin Haney do, he could possibly do in his second fight, because all he had to do was beat Kambosos with a jab. Kambosos ain't seen nothing yet. Right, and this one more thing I want to say before you go. I was always taught when I was young, when you have a job that needs to be done, you only bring the tools that is needed in order to get the job done. To piggyback on what you're saying. So if you're saying, "Oh man, the only thing Devin did, he didn't do nothing but jab him all night," well, that was all he needed. Well, why he ain't throw no combinations? He ain't need to throw no combinations. The jab was working. He brought the tools that was needed in order to get the job done. You know what I mean? Or why he mix it up and try to go toe to toe? He didn't need to mix it up and go toe to toe. If I'm beating you with a jab, and Larry Holmes used to do it. Larry Holmes, one of my favorite fighters. They said the same thing about Larry Holmes. He was born. Larry Holmes would jab the shit out of you for 12 rounds or 15 rounds. You know what I mean? That's what he gonna do. Yeah, I'm just gonna jab. Listen, if you can't get around the jab, I'm gonna just keep jabbing. It's your job to try to make the adjustments to what I'm doing. And what I'm doing working, why am I gonna say, "Oh, you know what?
let me stop doing what I'm doing and go ahead and try to do some other stuff. No, this is what's working. You know, so
and the thing with that, and sorry, coach, and the thing with that too, people got to understand. See, these guys are not they're not pure at heart with watching boxing, because I've seen Devin Haney throw a flick jab. I've seen him throw a power jab. I've seen him paw and get distance with his jab. I've seen him double up on a jab, triple up on a jab. That's boxing to me. I mean, you might not like it, but that's boxing to me. He showed about 4 or 5 or 6 different variations of the jab.
Of the jab. Yep,
you understand what I'm saying? To me, that's boxing.
And throw them at different speeds too.
Exactly.
A-Side Boxing, man. Thank you so much, brother, for calling in. Salute to you, fam. Thank
Appreciate
you, fam.
Coach.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, he make a valid point. Yeah, A-Side make a valid point. He make a valid point. Devin, what you say? You say, Coach, I know I joined the chat late. I just want to check and make sure that you got me. Yeah, I got your super chat. I read it. Yeah, I read the super chat, sis. I read the super chat. I got it. You get what I'm saying? Like, okay, you got 12 rounds to make the adjustments. Shit, you see what I'm saying? Like, okay, like you brought one butter knife. You brought one butter knife to the fight. You know, I listen. I get what Jerry's saying, but there's a counter argument to that. I'm like, okay, but shit, what role did you? Well, you know, it was kind of hard for George Kambosos. It's very kind of hard to do that. No, he the emperor. He's supposed to make adjustments on that. And listen, he got beat with the most basic game plan: a jab and a check left hook. Check left hook. What is the check left hook for? It's a counter punch. If a fighter, it's a counter punch, but you got to have your timing right. When a fighter is trying to rush in, check him with that left hook, bap, and then sidestep him. You check him and give him an angle, knock him off balance. Perfect example of that, Shakur Stevenson, when he fought Oscar Valdez. Remember when he dropped Oscar Valdez in the 5th or 6th round? He caught him with a check coming in. Oscar Valdez thought that Shakur Stevenson was smart. They teach you in boxing, right? I know when I was sparring, when I was in amateurs, they teach you as soon as your leg, when you're backing up, as soon as you feel your leg touch that rope, you get off the rope. If a fighter's coming in, when it touch that rope, you got to come forward. You see what I'm saying? But as soon as your back leg touch that rope, when that fighter comes in, you throw that check and you slide out. You see what I'm saying? You throw that check, you catch him, and you slide out the way. You see what I'm saying? Give him that angle. And if you look at what Shakur Stevenson did to Oscar Valdez when he dropped him, that's how he did it. As soon as Oscar Valdez rushed in there, he timed him with the check hook, dropped him, and he moved out of the way. You know what I mean? He moved out of the way. So he moved out of the way before he fell. So I'm like, dude, you got beat with the most basic game plan. So if you couldn't get around a jab. I mean, I hear what you're saying, but what does that say about George Kambosos? Maybe the emperor's not as good as we thought he was. He said he was. He said exactly. And I'm not bringing the excavator to pour concrete. That's all I'm saying. The emperor said that he was going to do A, B, C, and D. And when he got in the ring, he didn't do none of the stuff he did. So what happened? Why he didn't do it? Was it because the pillow-fisted guy with the boring style? Was it because he took that away from you? You know what I mean? I don't know. You know what I mean? And like A-Side said, he grabbed and grabbed. Like Errol Spence, perfect example. If you try to grab him, he's very aggressive in trying to get out of the clinch. When you try to grab Errol, he be like doing like this here. The only person he couldn't do that to is Sean Porter. He couldn't do that to Sean Porter because Sean Porter was a little stronger. He couldn't do that to Sean Porter. And Sean Porter had really good footwork, and he was able to, when him and Errol Spence was in the clinch, he was able to take Errol and spin him around and turn the defense into an offense and get to work. That's the only time I've seen that. But Errol Spence, if you try to clinch him, he's very aggressive in trying to get out of the clinch. I didn't see George Kambosos doing none of that. He was just sitting there, allow the clinch to happen. They wait on the ref to break it up, and then he go back and reset, do the same shit all over again. Come on, man. That's the counter argument to that. You see what I'm saying? He said Devin not humble. He been popping ish since he was the email champ. But guess what though? He's an undisputed champ now. And if you got people constantly calling you the email champ, what the hell you gonna be humble for? Fuck humble. You know what I mean? Hey, Kane, if you're looking for humble, I can tell you right now, if I was a boxer and I was the champion, you would hate me. True. But you would hate me for real. I am the whatever humble is. I'm the opposite of humble. I'm the opposite of humble. I'm the opposite of that. You know what I mean? Whatever the antonym is today, I'm the opposite of that. Cause I ain't listen, bro. Yeah, if you looking for humble shit, what shit? I got all the belts. You think I'm gonna be humble? Nah. I'm talking shit. I'm talking shit to everybody who called me the email champ. Like you call them, you email champ. Yeah, I got all the belts. Now, what you got to say now? Your favorite fighter in the lightweight division ain't got none. I got all the belts. I got all the belts. That's it. Ain't nothing you can say. Nothing. He got all the belts. Nothing. You know. Kane said we knew he was a bum. Yeah. Y'all saying that now. I get it. Y'all saying that now. Y'all saying that now. Y'all saying that now. Y'all knew he was a bum now. But prior to that, y'all were the same people. All due respect, Kane. Prior to that, y'all were the same people saying that George Kambosos was gonna beat Devin Haney. When Devin Haney beat him, now here you go. We gotta listen. Y'all can't have it both ways, dog. Y'all can't have it both ways. He said it was his fault for keep getting hit with the jab and the check left hook. Yeah. He ain't make no adjustments. You can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. Before Devin Haney fought George Kambosos, y'all were talking about how he gonna get beat. He gonna go to Australia. What George did to Teofimo. As soon as Devin Haney beat him, now it's back to y'all back to, oh man, the style's still boring. Oh, he ain't did nothing. Back to that again. Email champ. He got all the belts now. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? Hold on, my brother. Hold on. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from? No, that's my fault.
What's up, Coach? This is Adrian from Dallas.
Adrian.
Home of Errol Spence Jr.
Talk to me, fam. Talk to me.
What's up, Coach? You know what I hate?
What's that?
A lot of people out here, they like to talk a lot of lip about all these boxers that got beat up, by certain boxer styles and all this stuff. And they're like, well, you know what? Shakur Stevens was supposed to beat Oscar Valdez. He's a better fighter, right? So they never, I don't understand how you can look at Shakur Stevenson and he's coming up at a younger age and he's doing great things, right? He's with Top Rank and ESPN. And then you got Devin Haney that's coming up and he's great. He's not just coming up. He's a legitimate threat to anybody. I don't care what they say.
Right.
And then you got Gervonta Tank Davis, Coach, like always. I'm always putting him out there because it's true. And he hasn't proved nothing. He hasn't, Coach. Where Shakur Stevenson beat Oscar Valdez. And Oscar Valdez is older. He could be still in his prime. He could be. But he got outclassed. And I'm Mexican, Coach. And I was rooting for Oscar Valdez. But truth will be known and will be told. Where you're going to show me and you're going to tell me the truth of who you really are. Where in 12 rounds, Shakur Stevenson showed the whole world that he is a great, legitimate threat to Tank Davis, to Haney, to Ryan Garcia, and also goes where Haney also showed where he's a great threat to Tank Davis. Well, for me, Tank Davis hasn't proven anything about just being a real threat to anybody regarding these two names, right?
Yeah, right.
I'm just saying, folks, why is there nobody looks at Oscar Valdez and can say, man, you know what, I'm proud of this guy, even though a lot of people said that Oscar Valdez was ducking Shakur Stevenson. If you're ducking somebody at the end of the day, you still fought them. It doesn't matter. You still fought them and you lost and you got respect from Shakur Stevenson at the end of the day. Where Tank Davis, do you really think he wants to fight Shakur Stevenson? Do you really think he wants to fight Haney? Where he keeps on putting excuses and saying, yeah, now he ain't going to last the 12 rounds. He couldn't even last with me when we sparred. We sparred 2 times, me and Haney. You know what I mean? So that's where I don't understand how we can't put these guys up here in a great pedestal.
Who said that? Who said that?
Oh, I'm talking about like I could say the criticism that Shakur Stevenson said about Blue Blood. Was it Blue Blood or Dante? I think it was Dante's boxing.
Yeah, Dante,
where Dante got pissed off because Shakur Stevenson said, you're making this into a clickbait with racism, with race.
Yeah.
And I don't like that about you. And then he got pissed off and starts putting all these things out here saying, well, the ESPN ain't going to put you out here because you're black or this and that. What are you talking about, man? And that's what I'm saying. They put high praise towards certain people that at the end of the day don't deserve it. Like Tank Davis does not deserve a higher praise than it is with Shakur Stevenson or Devin or Haney. My opinion, Coach.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? I know I talked a lot. You know how I am, Coach, but I'm just trying to put it out there.
You talking about you talking about from a praise standpoint? From you're saying that in your opinion, Shakur Stevenson is doing more from a boxing standpoint, taking more of a risk and doing better things from a boxing standpoint, more so than Tank Davis, and Tank Davis should not get the praise from a boxing standpoint that someone like a Shakur Stevenson should get, because Shakur is fighting the tougher
or Devin Haney. They're both 23 years old or 24 years old, and Tank Davis is 27. He's about to reach 28.
Yeah, he'll be 28.
I mean, pay-per-view is cool.
Yeah.
Pay-per-view is cool, bro. But at the end of the day, people are going to be like when they wing down with Floyd Mayweather when he started fighting. They start saying like, wait a minute, we're paying. I know we hate the guy. I know we're paying pay-per-view money to see his ass lose. Because let's be honest, a lot of people didn't like his ass, and he used that as his own thing to use to pay. I mean, to get his money. But then when you start fighting Guerrero, I mean, you start fighting fucking just legitimate soft touches.
The Ghost. You
I
like
mean, come on, Ghost. You the pillow butt.
Pound for pound, robbing the Ghost. Robbing the Ghost.
Yeah, robbing the Ghost. Yeah, where is he now, Coach? He's like a ghost. He's gone. Anyway, I'm just saying, Coach. I'm just keep it real. You know what I mean, Coach?
All right. Shout out to Adrian, man. Thank you for calling in, brother.
Hey, take care, Coach. Peace out, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, why y'all hating on the Ghost, man? Hey, my brother Adrian hating on the Ghost. Hey, why y'all hating on the Ghost? I remember Floyd said, I'm the Ghostbuster. I'm the Ghostbuster. You know what I'm saying? You run like a chicken. They say you run like a chicken. You know what I mean? You just woman beater. All right, shout out to Ruben Guerrero, man. I love that dude, man. He said Shakur's a threat to everyone. Shout out to my brother Boston Logic United. He said Shakur's a threat to everyone. But that caller sound like a De La Hoya. He sound like De La Hoya with better English. Oh. He said sound like De La Hoya. Sound like De La Hoya. Ecuador, what you say? You say Eduardo. Sorry about that. Eduardo. You say Rolly is a clown. Yeah, pretty much. He's a clown. He's a clown. Bless said, yeah, he in Thailand. Boy hush. Yeah, boy hush. Yeah, he's a clown. King KO, he say, Haney be the C-class fighter in Cambosos. Stop it, caller. Oh. King KO, man. Y'all killing me today, dog. This is the thing. When did Cambosos become a C-class fighter? When he beat Teofimo Lopez, he got all the praise. You know, he's the emperor. George, they show him walking out looking at the stadium, and he got the belts like this, and he's looking at the camera doing this. Before the fight, these same guys were saying that, oh man, George Cambosos is too much. You see how he dropped Teo. All of the Teofimo fans became George Cambosos fans too. I wonder if you guys notice that. You notice, didn't nobody know who George Cambosos was prior to fighting Teofimo Lopez? Facts. But as soon as he beat Teofimo Lopez, because Teofimo fans hate Devin Haney and those Teofimo YouTube channels, and you know who the Teofimo YouTube channels were, especially the one in particular, we ain't gonna say no names. As soon as Teofimo lost to George Cambosos, they jumped on George Cambosos bandwagon because they didn't like Devin Haney. Facts. True. Facts. That's what they did. You know what I mean? Hey, what they say for one channel? Facts. Yeah, man. So I bro. And now that Devin Haney is a champion, now it's George Cambosos was a C-class fighter. Okay. All right. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
This is Myrrh from Maryland.
Myrrh from Maryland. Talk to me.
Hey, last call, man. Hold up. Calm down.
Yes, sir.
In my Suge Knight voice, all right? Now, we all know Tank gonna wipe them boys out, but yeah, he need to get in there and fight them all.
Yeah.
Ain't he gonna give him the most problem? Why Garcia length might be an issue, but I think he's gonna knock him out, Ain't he the best right now because he holding all the straps.
Yeah.
And he got all the gold. You feel me? What you think, Coach?
Yeah, I mean, my whole thing is this. We won't know exactly who all the best fighters is in that division until they fight each other. They got to fight each other. I mean, that's how I see it. Right now, Devin Haney, in my opinion, now from a financial cash cow standpoint, pay-per-views, selling out arenas, he's not that guy. I got to be honest with that.
I ain't coming from the angle, coach. That ain't me. I ain't coming from the angle, coach.
Yeah.
I'm about to make some thinking people. I ain't coming from the angle, coach. I want you the best like the best. I got Loma Kinko popping everybody too.
No. I get what you're saying, but I'm going somewhere with this. But from a belt standpoint, Devin Haney got all the belts. He's from a boxing standpoint at 135. He's the guy. He's the man to beat. He got all the belts. That's the way it's always been in boxing. That's the way it's always been in boxing. He the champion. He's the undisputed champion. He got all the belts. So we'll see, man. Hopefully we'll get these fights. If not at 135, maybe at 140. I don't know. But it is what it is. That's the way I see it, anyways. That's the way I see it. I mean,
I like big Rollo chance against everybody except for Tate, because we already see what happened right there.
Rollo ain't got no business being in the ring. Hey,
Rollo gonna slide somebody. I don't know who it's gonna be, but he gonna make a statement against somebody.
Rollo ain't got no business being in the ring with no elite fighter, man. No elite fighters. Not Rolly Romero.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, but come on, man.
He got that puncher's stance. That goat puncher's stance, man.
Man,
somebody else. He got to knock somebody out. He got to knock somebody out for hang him up.
We're gonna put Big Rollo in the ring with Pitbull Cruz. That's the fight I want to see there. Rollo versus Pitbull. I got my money on Pit.
Oh no, I got Rollo in that one.
Okay. Hey, who gonna be the A side?
Oh shit! Oh Rollo, you already know Big Rollo. Come on, man. You know Big Rollo the A side. That's without a doubt. Coming off that knockout loss, fuck me the A side. Come on, man. What we talking about?
Hey, Mario.
That's neither hell there.
Hey, salute to Mario. Salute to you, fam. Hey, salute to you, my brother, man. Salute to you, fam. Shout out to my brother Mario from Maryland. Hey, man. Hey, Big Rollo. Hey, Alex said Cruz all day. Yeah, I got my money on the Mexican Mike Tyson, man. I got my money on the Hey, but Big Rollo, he might have a point. Big Rollo will be the A side. Big Rollo will be the A side because he fought Tank Davis. Him and Tank sold out the Barclays, and they did like 240, 50, 60,000 pay-per-view buys, somewhere up in there. So yeah. Well, that's what's being reported. It didn't come from Stephen Espinosa, but that's what they're saying. So yeah. I totally agree with that. Big Rollo will be the A side. I think Pitbull gonna put Rollo to sleep though. Boy, Pitbull gonna catch him, dog. He gonna catch him. I'm telling you, man. Bro, stylistically, the way Rolly Romero fight, oh my Lord, man, the way Rolly Romero fight, man, come on.
We the Charlo twins. We known for calling everybody out.
Please call these people out. Listen, the whole world's looking at you. Call these people out,
What's up? It's the Jamal the Hitman Charlo. Let's get it. Who won it?
Name them names, man.
They know who they is.
Name them names, please. The names need to be named.
They know who they is.
The Mexican monster.
Mexican monster.
Nello.
We gonna get. Hey, this ain't 2022. Rolly is a draw. True. Hey, bro. Rolly Romero. Hey, the simple fact that we sit there talking about Rolly Romero gonna be the A side of anything. Hey, we sitting there talking about Rolly Romero the A side of anything. Bro, come on, man. Bro, this don't make no sense. We talking about Rolly Romero, the A side of anything, bro. Rolly Romero, literally, the A side.
What about Rocky Marciano? Oh, there they go. There they go. Every time I start talking about boxing, a white man got to pull Rocky Marciano out their ass. That's the one. Rocky Marciano. Let me tell you something wonderful. Rocky Marciano was good, but compared to Joe Louis, Rocky Marciano ain't shit. He beat Joe Louis's ass.
Let's give everybody a round of applause. Let's make it do what it do. Y'all ought to know what time it T.I. is. Shout out to Damian Bennett. Shout out to Knockdown 305. Shout out to Mark Nash from the ATL. Shout out to Big Ron from DC. What up, Slim? Shout out to my brother Dantes from Tampa Bay. Shout out to Chicarelli from LA. Shout out to Lil Green Eyes Pete. Shout out to my main man Charlo. Shout out to Ahmed. Shout out to Thomas Jones. Shout out to Fissiana Fights. Shout out to my sister Miss Fit. Shout out to Retro Boxing and Documentaries. Shout out to Schoolo X-Mon. Shout out to Rider of the Storm. Shout out to Philly Fly. Shout out to Adrian Big 30. Shout out to A. Steed in the building. Shout out to Dr. Paul Evans, the good doctor. Shout out to my sister from Harlem, Harlem's finest, Arlette. Shout out to Newark, New Jersey's finest, stepped on the scene with the mean green. Shout out to my sister, man, Lisa Bales. Shout out to my main man from Detroit, man. Detroit versus everybody. Shout out to Punch Perfect Boxing. Shout out to Baltimore, man. Baltimore versus everybody, man. Shout out to Here to There. Shout out to Omaha, Nebraska's finest, True Gooder 402. Shout out to Hair Hero Elite. Shout out to J Rodriguez. Shout out to Follow Bond, Philo 58, Will, Dean West, Jim 82, Miguel. Shout out to my sister Bless 365. Shout out to my sister Carmen Serene. Shout out to my sister Kathy W. Shout out to Jason Dockery. Shout out to AV Sounds, man. Keep your head up, fam. Shout out to Troy Graham from B More. Shout out to Martin King Boxing. What's going on with my main man Ron? Shout out to Ralph Reacts. Shout out to MFB. Shout out to Bernard Burton. Shout out to Juan Corrillo. Shout out to Arnold Moketsi. Big Hulk from Maryland. Shout out to Manny Dociento Inueve. Shout out to my brother Major Key Boxer from Old Town. Shout out to Deborah Booker from Cleveland, Ohio. Shout out to Dub Right Side. Shout out to Just a Fan. Shout out to Lady Shan. Shout out to Drumming for Life. Shout out to Javon Soto. Shout out to Kenny Slim 501. Boxing Nerd 101. Shout out to Easy Eric. Shout out to Manny G. Shout out to Flex BX. Shout out to Old Daddy Boxing is so daddy. Shout out to Frank the Tank with the Big Bank. Shout out to Ricky Ricardo from San Antonio. Shout out to Al Money, always getting money. Shout out to LaShawn. Shout out to hashtag BWON Dub. Shout out to Frank Forbes. Shout out to BG. Shout out to Get Touched Up Boxing. Shout out to Oscar. What's going on, fam? Shout out to Stephen Bateman. Shout out to BG from the Hot Boys. Shout out to the one Mr. Ham. Shout out to Massachusetts Fishing with the Lick Reed. Shout out to John Doe. What up, Doe? Shout out to my sister Sabrina Lee. And let's give a shout out to everyone who called in. Shout out to Jared from B-More. Shout out to Jason Moans. He called in moaning again. Just the moaning. Shout out to A-Side Boxing from B-More. Shout out to Adrian from Dallas, Texas, man. Dallas, Texas, stand up. Shout out to Mario from Maryland, man. And shout out to Big Rollo. Shout out to Big Rollo, too. Who else we got in the building, man? Anybody I forgot, man? Please forget an old boy. Anybody I forgot. Let's see. This before we wrap it up. Let's see who else we got in the building. Let's see. Elf Society, Jaime Rivera. Shout out to my main man, Jaime. Shout out to, let's see, RM. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. And shout out to everyone. Jeff Lucietta. Shout out to my main man, Big Hector Garcia as well. You ought to know what time it TI is, man. We do have a show tonight, Midnight Conversations. I will be on. You ought to know what time it is, man. Y'all meet me there over there if you want to go check the new show out. Also, let's just hope we get some more good fights, man. Just continue to get the good fights. Hopefully we can finish the year off strong, man. And let's make it do what it do. You know my motto. See you guys tomorrow at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Don't meet me there, beat me there. Peace.
Man, I'm out of here, bro. Let's go. Come on.